PC regular now, does end up getting the PC, but sent one line of pass-through damage is going to deny any kind of looping potential. Promo's doing a little bit of waiting, and is now going to start to burst out their pressure, trying to create a wall for their C-spin Tetris. That's a lot of damage. Luckily for Amber, Promo is doing a little bit of waiting, so they're going to have time. Is it going to be enough time? Oh no, they get locked out again! I think Amber Doodle actually got locked out like 4 times that entire set. And Promo's gonna take it. 11-5. And the stream is gone. Oh gosh. Oh no. Alright, and we're back up with the stream. I don't know how much of it y'all saw, but Promo ended up winning that 11-5. For anybody curious about the results, just in case y'all didn't see it. We're going to be going into our next matchup now, or at least a warm-up of it. CM Dingo versus Tatos. I cannot see the stat screen as I am currently watching an ad because I had to refresh the stream. So hopefully that doesn't take too long. Alright, there it is. Oh, never mind, I'm lagging. That was the previous one. On commentator screen now. CM Dingo and Tatos gasping in the chat. In Tetrio chat. Looking at their bracket, this is the last matchup that is immediately available for top 8, so hopefully in the time that they are playing, we can get another one ready in the lineup. Are you gonna see these players warm up? Or will they just completely bypass it going straight into the set? Before then, let's take a look at the stat screen right here. Seed 2 and 3. That TR gap at top X rank 50 is still quite a considerable amount. The stat differential isn't as insane as one would think at this TR gap. Could really go either way. Alright, neither player wants a warm-up. We're going to be going straight into the set. Tato saying, loser of this set dies in real life. Literally putting their life in the line. The stakes are high. Both great players, but 3 is royal number. It seems that Queen is putting their faith in CM Dingo here. They do want to see that upset. You're going to see Tatos with a little bit of Queen to work with. They're going to put a lot of keys on CM Dingo's side though. A lot of keys into play. CM Dingo's just going to be bursting through that like a knife through butter. But those misdrops are going to cost them. Tatos going to take the first round. Tatos trying to force their opponent in order to play Cage for Survival. That playstyle was immediately shifted as we see them attempt some PC looping. Gonna go into some 7-2 now. And CM Dingo's got that back-to-back advantage. They're not trying to let up that pressure. Finding a floating. And Tatos runs out of skins at that height. It is gonna get them topped out. CM Dingo's gonna tie that up at 1-1. Tatos saying no, my sweet, at a 1-1 game. That confidence is crazy. CM Dingo was willing to shut that down though. Gonna try and leverage this momentum. We're gonna see a bit of pass-through gaming here. CM Dingo's trying to hold back-to-back, but is a little too greedy, and Tato sent that 17 spike that's gonna get him the second point. Gonna see Hachi spin from both players, mirrored though. Tatos is gonna get the Hachi PC. CM Dingo's trying to hold back-to-back, now at back-to-back 5. Doesn't end up breaking though. Commentator first at work. Tatos finding 11 spike, but CM Dingo cancels most of it. Now just trying to downstack through the little amounts of cheese on their board. Get that well access. though we do know the importance of well access. And Tato's finding an 11 spike, putting GM Dingo in quite the precarious situation. Tato's taking their third round. Ooh, we're gonna see that single, double, triple type setup from CM Dingo, but they weren't able to complete it and go for that triple. Tato's did send too much pressure to allow CM Dingo to go for that. Wow, Singo is crazy. Tato's gonna find a 14 spike. That is gonna be enough to top out CM Dingo. Mirror TKIs for the players. CM Dingo's gonna go into some 2-7. Not too threatened by the 2 lines of garbage on their board. It is going to be threatened by the back-to-back pressure that Tatos is trying to build up right now. CM Dingo trying to find some cancels. Does have that well access, finds the eye a piece of time. Tatos does still have that back-to-back, but they're going to be forced to break the trade for better board state. Now CM Dingo's cheesing up Tatos quite a lot. Tatos finding the 12 spike is going to put CM Dingo uncomfortably high. Going to be looking for those skims down. Finding a 13th spike on their way down. But now Dingo's got the cheese on their board, and Tatos is going to use that opportunity and leverage that pressure. Gonna go into some 09. Had some ST stacking, maneuvers there. Ooh, CM Dingo does end up blocking their well quite a few times. They're just looking for another eyepiece. They do get it in time, but Tatos at 11, 12 back-to-back. CM Dingo's gonna have to try and do just about anything to get Tatos to break. Tatos does break, but they break with a 23 spike. Very powerful. The limit break special on Tatos' side. CM Dingo does have a hole in their stack, so they're gonna fix that pretty quickly. And both had pretty even board heights here. Tatos looking for well access, doing a count to 4. Now does have well access. CM Dingo does have a few holes in their stack, which is gonna be a hit to their pressure. Gonna hope to find some cancel material in time. They do find well access, which should be enough. Neither board is completely clean. Tatos is a little bit higher, but does find that well access that they so desperately desire. But those misdrops from CM Dingo is gonna get them killed here. Tatos is gonna threaten a Brazil. 6-1. Same side TKI now, but they're gonna go into different follow-ups. Tatos does have that advantage in back-to-back. They do end up breaking. Mis-sequencing of their TPs. CM Dingo's gonna find a Kaidon. It is gonna be forced to break back-to-back though. OP's misdrop on Tatos' side. Never mind, it does not prove problematic in the slightest. Their pressure didn't even have a single dent in it. We are gonna see the Brazil, the 7-1. Alright, mirror TPIs for the players again. The duality of man. CM Dingo has a little bit of a center spire with this 9-0. But you don't really have to worry about too much, as they are getting all the eyepieces they need in their queue. Tatos does have a little bit of cheese on their board they're gonna have to downstack through. It's gonna start to catch up to them right now, and CM Dingo's not trying to let up any pressure, but of course we know Tatos is ready with those cancels. CM Dingo finding a cut copy 11 spike. Now Tatos' board is looking a little cleaner. They're gonna start to send that pressure over now. Finding a 14 spike in their downstack. CM Dingo's gonna go into some 6-3 over top of their garbage. That's a little bit scary for Tatos. Never mind, it's not terrifying at all. They even managed to forecast the cut copy on the left side. But they don't have their T-pieces in time. They're gonna be forced to bail, and CM Dingo's gonna try and leverage this into a possible kill. Tatos did find some very nice skims, but CM Dingo, that follow-up pressure is just too strong. Score is now 2-7. Do we see a 2-7 for the 2-7? We do see the 2-7 side TKI from CM Dingo, but they don't go into it. 4 wide from Tatos. They do get their combo cut quite a bit due to the amount of pressure. And that is gonna top them out. CM Dingo taking a 3rd point. CM Dingo says nice 4 wide, Tatos says thanks. Tatos going into another 4 wide. If it is end up being successful, might see a reprise of that last interaction. Ooh, Tato's gonna stack up a bit more, hoping for that multiplier. And they get the multiplier 40 spike! Very nice 4 wide from Tato's there. But genuinely this time. Gonna give them an 8th point. Now Tato's is gonna be going for their stick spin. TM Dingo was ready with that cancel material. Almost completely unfazed by stick spin. Finding a 13 counter spike. Tato's doing a little bit of center donos. And CM Dingo was thinking about going for an STSD there, but it was a little bit too greedy for their own good. Tato is now taking their 9th point, threatening match point. You see TKI on CM Dingo's side. And Tato's gonna go for another 4 wide, but oh no, they got hit with a lockout special. Tetrio ceiling. Pro 20. The menace of these players. Oh my gosh, Tato's gonna burst out another 4 wide. CM Dingo gonna do the same. A bit of a speed gap in favor of CM Dingo. They're gonna start their chain up first. We're gonna see some keys on Tato's board. CM Dingo finding a 19 spike. Both players do survive the interaction though. Now Tato's gonna have to play some Jace for survival in order to get to a better board state. CM Dingo's trying to find some pressure. They're gonna build some T-spins afterwards. But Tato's has already downstacked through all their cheese. Now CM Dingo's gonna see a reversal now on the back foot. As I say that, they make their way all the way down. Back and forth is insane here. Usually after a 4 wide interaction, you're not gonna see the back and forth start this early with the clean garbage. So they're just gonna keep sending those spikes. Very proficient in the art of go down. Heroes does end up extending their combo, trying to extend their spike counter. CM Dingo is doing a pretty greedy floating right here. This is gonna end up paying off. Ooh, just barely gets that O piece over. Trying to find well access, does find the I piece in time, even builds a T-spin double. And they're gonna start to build up their back-to-back chain here, upgrading that to a T-spin double, finding a mini as well. Try to increase that counter as high as it can go. It's gonna end up being forced to break here, and Tatos now has a side 4 wide. The combo isn't too strong, but the multiplier is. 21 spike is gonna give them match point. CM Dingo now not allowed to drop any rounds. Quite a scary situation, and those misdrops definitely don't help their case. They do find a nice T-spin double out of it though. Gonna go into some 4-5 stacking. Donating a T-spin single. Gonna start that back-to-back chain up. Tatos is gonna find well access, which is gonna force CM Dingo to break due to all the pressure. And oh no, those misdrops in CM Dingo's side, they're gonna start to catch up to them now. But they are finding efficiency in those fixes. And they're gonna find all the console material they need. CM Dingo's gonna start up that back-to-back pressure again over top of all this cheese. Going through that cheese is a little bit risky. They're gonna be forced to do it now. And Tato's at a completely clean board state. Gonna be looking to pressure for that kill. They really want this set. And CM Dingo finding a 6 combo. But Tato's was ready with that counter spike. 14 is enough to take it. Tato's with the set win at 11-4. I already know the drill by this point, just looking for the next matchup. W showing from the players already. Just entered top 8 and already looking extremely stacked. Oh yeah, now that more people have come here to do the Royal Raid, time to ask that question again because I didn't get any responses. Of course, gotta fill in that dead space. So, when you are in the shower, because somebody had mentioned showering, I think it was Ivan. When you are in the shower, which way do you face the shower head? Do you face towards the shower head or do you face away from it? Or do you spin like a rotisserie chicken? Very important questions here. Wait for that stream delay to go through. Winterfrost says spin like a rotisserie. Sounds pretty based. Queen agrees. Curb says upside down. Okay. Curb's trying the Australia variant. There's got to be somebody out there who's Gmod wall glitching through their floor when it comes to their attempts. Majestic rotisserie chicken. Ah, royal rotisserie chicken. Got some spinners in the chat. Gonna see a lot of spinning in the oncoming matches. It needs to be even at all times. Ah, definitely get that one. You do not want any shifts in the balance. What kind of redeems we got here? Okay, ignore those redeems we got here. I just took a look. I could be getting my career ended in 3k points. Not the most amount of options here. In 300 points, I can make you nap. I would prefer it if you didn't. I will do it in the most deadpan voice possible just to spite you. If that's really what you want, you can go ahead and do so. I can do it now? Okay, listen. Listen, Night Hunter. We don't need to... We can talk about this. You do not have to do this. Think of the flex potential. You do not have to do this. Keep your points high. Speaking of, do we do predictions here? I don't think I've seen one get pushed through yet. Bust down the door. Welcome in, FCS. Or I guess you welcomed yourself in by busting down the door. You're gonna have to pay for that, by the way. Pretty cheap. All that door costs is your soul. Star kind of sounds like Garble. Winterfrost, you're joking. I literally get that comparison all the time. I swear to you. I am not. It is not me. It's already fixed, you just didn't notice? Oh, wow. Alright. Cave Spider got some magic repair powers. You just got the reset room button? Ah, they're playing real life like The Sims. Got it. Never gonna get over these majestic clouds. I have my audio off, so I don't even know what song is playing, but it's probably a banger. Just envisioning yourself as a hummingbird, just vibrating through the air, flapping your wings at extreme speeds. Tiger Sharks needs to learn how to cease. Gotta see continued neppery in the chat. See, FCS is scared too. I'm not alone in this one. Ooh, is that a matchup? Do we have a matchup? Gonna be Hogafit versus Snowman. Hojafoot? I'm probably gonna switch pronunciation of that at least 10 times throughout this set. This I can get my pronunciation corrected. You guys are gonna join that VC? You won't. No balls. W duo right here. Okay, FCS is neutral about it. Oh, is that a stat screen? Oh my gosh. Wait. Wait a second. We've already seen that one. There it is. C5 versus C9. Ooh, Snowman was 1 TR off the funny Osu number. Very unfortunate there. They almost had the funny advantage. Pretty similar APM. Hogafoot does have that DPS advantage though.
4, 1, listen. 3, got it.
Interesting dynamic here.
Red.
Alright, we should be going into a warm-up. Alright, we will be going into a warm-up. I'll say that just in case the players decide to deny, which we surprisingly saw last set. Went straight into it. Oh, you understand it now? Yup. When you see it. I'm just be seeing Snowman go for a C-spin opener. Oh, if it does find that wall in order to complete that T-spin triple. Finding some floatings as well. Ooh, very interesting to take that T-spin single. And do that 180 phase. Not a continuation I see very often. Or at all, really. Both playing very methodical right now. Snowman is trying to keep back-to-back. Doesn't have the best Q to do so, but they're making do. Ooh, that J-piece misdrop is probably going to compromise that. Yeah, they're going to have to break now. Now Hogafoot is going to be trying to start their own back-to-back pressure, and Snowman runs out of skins, giving Hogafoot the warm-up. Good look at this stat screen. As a real set is upon us. The global rank of 300 flat, so satisfying on Snowman's side. To think it could be scuffed if just about anybody played a single TL game. Not that satisfying. I still think it's a little satisfying. Not as satisfying as if they had 727 in their TR, but whatever. Ooh, eyepiece misdrop from Snowman is gonna compromise their C-spin though. Hogafoot, very methodical gameplay, just trying to keep their back-to-back going, or start their back-to-back. Now at 3, 4, 5, counting with the commentators, going to 6, 7. And they are going to end up breaking here, but Snowman, in quite a precarious situation, ooh, finds a clutch clear and lives? Is this the same game? Hogafoot also lives that. They do live the counter-strike, and we're going to return to neutral here. Hogafoot finding a creative cut copy. Gonna find that S-prop as well. Oh no, Snowman. Very unfortunate Z-piece misdrop there. ECO from Hogafoot, they do not find the PC. Snowman building SDSD. Hogafoot's gonna start to burst down now. Snowman with that fractal. Could be a little dangerous, but that's a little bit greedy for that T-piece. That's a little too far in the queue. And Hogafoot was ready to press that advantage, taking a second round. Literally no go down, says Snowman in the chat. Alright, Hogafoot starting to forecast their T-spins with that 2-7. Snowman building a Imperial Cross. Finding a 10 spike. Hogafoot kind of just able to tank all of it. But they are getting a little high. They do find the cancel material to be in a safer board state. Finding some combo cancels as well. I think that was 8. Very well played. Snowman focusing their efforts on going down. Finding a 5 spike. Ooh, Snowman does have a lot of Q dependencies here, and ooh, that's the lockout! Hogafoot is gonna take their 3rd point. Alright, we're gonna be seeing SDPC from Hogafoot, but Snowman is doing pure PC, able to just deny it and kill spike. Now on the board. Ooh, Snowman does misdrop their opener. Now Hogafoot's gonna go into some 6-3. Snowman did just burst down all their potential energy. It's gonna upstack some more. Hogafoot doing a little bit of misdropping. Doesn't seem to have too many problems improving their board state. Now we're gonna see Snowman start to burst down their material. Hogafoot trying to send some pressure for Snowman to do a little bit of cancel gaming, who is also pretty cheesed up. He's gonna start to catch up to them really soon. Well, look at that, like a knife through butter. Cheese is no more. Both playing at relatively even speeds. Gonna see some pass through here. Ooh, Hogafoot gets a mid-game C-spin, and that is gonna be enough to kill. Both of them are trying to build back-to-back, but that C-spin from Hogafoot is gonna catch Snowman off guard, giving them a 4th point. Okay, Snowman waiting to tank. Tried to donate a T-spin double, but didn't have the sequence in order to do what they were trying to. Hogafoot's gonna be forced to break back-to-back here. Mixed garbage here. Not too much cheese, not too much clean. We're just gonna be in a more neutral state here, as both players try to find some pressure. Any kind of advantage is good advantage. Hogafoot does have a lot of material they can burst to, and they're gonna start up that chain. Pass-through gives both players clean exactly where they want it to be. Snowman's gonna hold back-to-back now. Builds a Kaidon. Does have to use eyepiece though, in the upstack. Does manage to burst down in time. No risk here. Snowman's gonna try and start a back-to-back chain, fighting an 18-22 spike in the process. And Hogafoot doesn't have any comboable skips. Snowman's gonna take their 2nd point. Hogafoot complimenting the play of Snowman there, saying nice. We do love good sportsmanship. Gonna see a little bit of pass-through gaming. Hogafoot's gonna find a lot of damage over to Snowman. Had that same STSD that we've seen quite a few times. Still kind of want to know what that opener is. It's pretty cool. If anybody can enlighten me on that one. Ooh, Hogafoot doing some waiting to cancel is gonna pay off. He's actually gonna cheese up Snowman quite a little bit. Gonna try and find any kind of kill pressure. Never mind, Snowman is gonna find that well access that they need. He doesn't get tied onto the process. 11 spike. Gonna hold that back to back. Hogafoot was ready with the cancel, but it's only temporary survival as they're still not in the best board state. Ooh, and they do find multiplier, compromising their board state slightly, but it doesn't seem to pose too much of an issue. Better that than dead. And now they have a monstrous 9-0 stack. Gonna be a lot of eyepiece dependencies in order to send pressure, but still pressure nonetheless. Gonna do D-spin minis. Ooh, they tried to find some multiplier, but their combo did break, so Snowman is still gonna have some breathing room. Oh no, the mis-sequencing on Snowman's side. They're gonna be looking for some skims, but they run out. Hogafoot's gonna take their 5th point. Alright, we're gonna see Snowman try that C-spin again. They are gonna get the C-spin off. Hogafoot was going for 2nd PC. Does get denied by the garbage though. Snowman does build another STSD. Does some waiting to tank, and then they send that 15-16 spike over. Hogafoot is uncomfortably high right now. He's gonna try and go down. Oh no, that is not a skim. Snowman is gonna take their 3rd point. Hogafoot going for a PC setup. Does not end up working. Snowman getting that C-spin to fire. To start up that back-to-back, pretty dangerous, but Hogafoot has a lot of cancel material. Gonna try and force Snowman to break, which they do. Find slight amounts of multiplier, but that pass is gonna help Hogafoot on that counter spike. Snowman does create a slight hole in their board. Gonna compromise their immediate intentions of going down, but look at that. Already in a much cleaner board state than a few seconds ago. Now we're gonna see Hogafoot try and go with that back-to-back. Gonna go into some 2-7. Now at 7, 8, counting with the comms now. Snowman's gonna start to burst out. Does have well access. Hopefully that back-to-back pressure doesn't get the best of them. And that's a 16 spike. They get the clutch clear, but you know how it is. This is Tetrio. Clutch clears do not usually result in actually living. More an extra placement, as you just witness your demise. C-spin is gonna get fired from Snowman. 17 spike. Hogafoot looking for that down stack. They do find what they need in order to be at a more comfortable board state than they would be otherwise. Snowman has a lot of potential energy to burst through. So does Hogafoot. Hogafoot uses this to cancel. Snowman sending a 12 spike. Hogafoot being forced to break back to back. Snowman finding a fractal. Both T-pieces in tandem. 6, 7 back to back. And they're not trying to let up that pressure. They aren't at the best board height to continue this, and Hogafoot does exploit that, finding an 11. Gonna force Snowman to break and start their down stack. 9 spike at that board height is pretty close. Oh my gosh, Snowman living with a clutch clear, no way. Actually forcing me to eat my words here. And Hogafoot has a 180 T-spin single. Swaggy, we do love to see it. Playing for the fans. Snowman still hasn't really escaped that board height. Gonna be looking for anything to get down. Does find that 2 combo Tetris. Hogafoot finding that T-spin triple. Does end up being forced to break back to back though. Gonna go into some more neutral game. Hogafoot still trying to find their creative builds. Doing some combos as well. Very efficient gameplay. Snowman still trying to get out of that board height. Just isn't able to. Hogafoot does have that consistent pressure to give them a 7th point. Snowman's going to be going for C-spin on the opposite side this time. That C-spin's going to get fired. The T-piece is not in tandem though. Going to be a slight hit to their pressure, but we're going to go into some neutral now. do see a little bit of pass-through gaming. Snowman's gonna be forced to break back-to-back. Hogafoot was looking for an extension, doesn't find one, chooses to just start their down stack now. Snowman in quite the precarious situation. Hogafoot's trying to capitalize, and capitalize they do, taking an 8 point. How to go fast? Ask Snowman. Very interesting question. Sadly, I do not have an answer for them. Hopefully they get their answer soon. Speed would be nice. Hogafoot finding some creative back-to-back extensions here, also showing that 180 finesse. And it is going to reward them with their 9th point. That score gap increases in Snowman. That mountain gets a little higher for them to climb. Hogafoot finding all clear, Snowman canceling with an all clear of their own. Snowman finding a Tetris PC as well. Going into DPC. They get that DPC. It could be a little bit scary for Hogafoot, but luckily they don't have anything to worry about, sending that 16 spike over to make sure that they are not allowed to do any more loop shenanigans. And that's match point for Hogafoot. Snowman says me when I miss 100% DPC. So unfortunate. But they go into SDPC, gonna try for DPC again, but they do get sent some garbage. Hogafoot with an S-piece misdrop, this time the board. Snowman's gonna try to capitalize, building the floating, but Hogafoot has that well access, has all the high pieces in the world. And look at that, Hogafoot's looking pretty safe, and we're gonna return to neutral. Hogafoot is gonna start to build up their back-to-back here, as I say that it's broken. Commentators curse at work, ladies and gentlemen. Both players have quite a bit of potential energy to use. Accessing it is going to be the problem. As I say that, Snowman immediately accesses theirs. They do end up having to use an eyepiece in order for a better board state, though. Oh my gosh, that is such a greedy fractal. And it does seem to be ending off paying... It does seem to end up paying off. As Hogafoot put in the most precarious situation we've seen thus far. But that score gap is still pretty insane. Snowman's gonna have to try and snowball that momentum in their favor. Gosh, never let me see that again. Snowman is gonna find that color clear. Now Hogafoot's gonna start bursting their down stack. Snowman finding that 13 spike. And it seems that the momentum is starting to be in their favor as they're gonna take more and more rounds. Must reprise that they can't drop any more. Snowman gonna be waiting to cancel on that SDPC. Very nice. No garbage allowed. Gonna go into DPC. Gonna find that 13 spike on their way down. Those misdrops from Hogafoot are starting to catch up to them. We do know they are very expert in weaving through that self-cheese or any cheese entirely. And Snowman, ooh, that Z-piece misdrop. They're not allowed to get that T-spin, and now they're gonna have to worry about fixing that. And Hogafoot immediately ready to push that advantage is gonna take that set at 11-5. GG's to both. Excellent showing. Snowman, despite sending more lines, sadly just was not able to overcome the consistency of Hogafoot there. Because all I do is APM. Can't downstack and will never be able to. This is so sad. We need some Purify gaming moments. Jastress cheese. Anything. We love downstack gaming. Now we're going to be looking for our next match that we have lined up. I think we do need a bracket update, as Promo and Berdoodle and Tatos and CM Dingo has already played. Get a more accurate look into what we have available. Tiger Storks. How many should just listen here? Alright. You need to cease and separate. Stop it. Get some help. If you or a loved one are addicted to the neps, please call the number. We are gonna see our players start to trickle in here. Gonna see Sylveon versus Winterfrost. Both players are currently residing in Antarctica. They got those cold hands. If they're feeling cold, hopefully they get to bring the heat to the set. This warm-up should help with that. Somebody needs to stop me. I should not be allowed to say these things. Alright. Should be seeing a warm-up here. Look at that stat screen. No way. Seed 6 and 7. Not too much of a TR gap. Only about 20. Similar PPS, similar APF. Anyone's game here. Alright, we are going to be seeing the warm-up. See a TKI on Sylveon's side. Frost is gonna go into some 3-6 stacking. Does have quite the dependency on the left side. Gonna try and overcome that. In doing so, he finds some nice cancel material. Sylveon's just focusing their efforts on finding a better board state. Frost looking a little cheesed right now. Gonna start their down attack on that run. Sylveon's gonna start their back-to-back pressure. We're gonna see that immediate speed up upon realizing they're at potential advantage state. Winterfrost is ready with those cancels, upgrading for that T-spin double. But Sylveon at 8 back-to-back does end up breaking. But it doesn't even matter, they don't even need a follow-up. It's already enough pressure to take that warm mode. Gonna be going to the actual set now. Stat screen reveal. Alright, here we go. Let's see MKO versus DT Cannon. Sylveon's just gonna take that into sub 3-6 stacking, is gonna find that well access pretty quickly. Winterfrost does find that counter spike in time. Gonna get lower in the board, but oh my gosh, that follow-up from Sylveon. They were ready for the counter spike. 4 combo quad. Ooh, Winterfrost is gonna go for that single triple double. Sylveon going for that fractal continuation of CPC. Sylveon's gonna start to build up that back-to-back now. Winterfrost just trying to get lower in their board. Ooh, that pass-through is definitely not in their favor. They run out of comboable skims. Sylveon with 10 back-to-back is able to take their second round. Sylveon does seem to be adept at keeping their back-to-back, so Winterfrost definitely has to watch out for that. And now Winterfrost is gonna retaliate with some back-to-back of their own, but ooh, that mis-sequencing is gonna force them to break. Sylveon's gonna be doing some waiting. Waiting, decision-making. You can't really tell at this level. Inside the mind. The Stratosphere. plays. So pro. Winterfrost finding some skims down, trying to reduce the amount of dependencies they have. Sylveon, a little bit of cheese on their side before they get to that queen. They do cut through it pretty nicely. Both players, not the most potential energy to go with. Gonna be looking for any kind of advantage state. Ooh, Winterfrost does have that fractal, which is gonna make me eat my words pretty quickly. But that's gonna give Sylveon a lot of queen in that column. They're gonna start to burst that out now. Gonna see Sylveon back to back, a little bit scary for Winterfrost. Ooh, and Winterfrost does find that Tetris in time. Sylveon's gonna continue that back-to-back chain now at 6. But Winterfrost has that well access, so she's gonna start to punish Sylveon for their greed. Sylveon is starting to make their way down now. But now Winterfrost with a 3-6 stack is starting their back-to-back chain. Sylveon doing some waiting. Trying to find optimal way to go down. The follow-ups from Winterfrost. Really strong. Gonna put them on the board. Gonna see the single triple double from Winterfrost once more. Sylveon was ready for that cancel. They seem to already be aware of that trick. And Winterfrost finds the 28 spike with multiplier. And Sylveon just cancels it like it was nothing. That back and forth is something else, and Sylveon's gonna retaliate with 14 spike multiplier of their own. Gonna give Winterfrost quite a lot of potential energy, but they've got a few lines of keys to get through before they get there. That key piece misdrop is gonna be the nail in the coffin there, giving Sylveon their 3rd point. Winterfrost not being too sure what to do with that bag there. And sadly, that indecisiveness is going to be punished by Sylveon, who takes a 4th point. That's me when points equals back-to-back chain. I see TKI from Sylveon just gonna go into some 2-7. DT from Winterfrost are gonna get that triple now. DPs weren't fired off in tandem, so it's gonna be a little bit of a hit to the pressure, but better alive than not. Gonna see Winterfrost, a lot of potential energy they're gonna start bursting down. Sylveon's just ready with a cancel. Sylveon seems to be doing a lot with their macro gaming. Gonna start their bounce attack. Winterfrost also trying to focus their efforts on going down. Very methodical in their placements, but oh no. They are gonna get punished for that. I don't even think they did anything wrong, they just got hit with that damage and wasn't ready for it. Sylveon takes their 5th point. Ooh, we see some pass-through gaming. Sylveon's gonna do the fractal continuation of SDPC. Gonna donate a T-spin double, gonna start their back-to-back chain up. Meanwhile, we see Winterfrost much lower on the board, much more willing to accept. Pass-through is in their favor. Cancel a little bit of it though, and that sequence from Sylveon, very unfortunate there. Not much they can do in that situation. Gonna give Winterfrost a 2nd point. Ooh, no. Sylveon doesn't end up misdropping their opener. And Winterfrost is gonna go into some Imperial Crossing here. Now at 3 back-to-back, and Sylveon just wasn't able to recover from that 4th state. Winterfrost is gonna get a 3rd point. Ooh, same side TKI, but they go into different continuations. Winterfrost loves their Imperial Crossing continuation. Gone for it a few times now. Gonna see a bit of pass-through. Both players at similar board heights. Winterfrost does find that well access. Sylveon's ready for that cancel. But Winterfrost is not letting up that pressure. Finding more and more material to send, and Sylveon can't find that cancel material in retaliation. So Winterfrost is gonna take their 4th point. On a bit of a comeback now, shrinking that lead. DKI's on both sides, but Winterfrost misdrops a T-piece. Gonna use it to donate a T-spin single. Does find a fractal out of it, so it does seem to pay off. Sylveon trying to hold back-to-back at this board height is a little bit greedy. And Winterfrost was ready with that punish. Gonna tie the game up at 5. Winterfrost seems to have momentum on their side. Sylveon's looking to shut that down, going for a TKI. I think they were doing some waiting, looked and saw the DT, they were better off just tanking there. Sylveon finding a 10, Winterfrost accepting all of it. Any clean is good clean in the eyes of Winterfrost here. It does seem to be paying off as they're able to still have some material. A lot to work with actually. Sylveon in a 9-0 stack. Ooh, does have a few dependencies that they have to work with. But they find that well access. Never mind, they end up misdropping their JPs, just gonna close off that well. And no more skims. Winterfrost has taken the lead at 6. Going to TKI. Winterfrost is gonna try and go into some 7-2. Very nice S-spin fix. Gonna try and keep that 7-2 going. Does end up breaking to get lower on their board. They do have some garbage lines to get through. So yeah, I'm doing a little bit of waiting. Does use both T pieces, so they forgo their thoughts of T-spinning, but Winterfrost able to punish that hesitation on the decision making. To keep that momentum rolling. Winterfrost gonna go for single, triple, double now. Sylveon does get the better portion of that exchange with all that material on their side, but Winterfrost is of course ready for those cancels. Sylveon's just looking to find well. They found it, they get some multiplier, get some combo after that too. Winterfrost is gonna accept a bit of cheese. Now they're gonna have to get through that fast as they are at a very uncomfortable board height. Sylveon doing everything they can to not let up that pressure. Just like that, momentum does seem to cease. Sylveon's gonna take a point. Shrinking that lead. Same side TKI. Winterfrost gonna go into some 4-5. Gonna keep those T-spins going. Now at 5 back-to-back, Sylveon does have a lot of potential energy, and Winterfrost is going to be forced to break. Now Sylveon's got that back-to-back. His roles seem to be reversed. Oh, never mind, they get reversed again. Winterfrost with the back-to-back. Do we see 6? We do not see 6. We do not see the back-to-backs PB in this round. Fractal from Sylveon, they do a bit of tanking and spiking. Looking for optimal ways to extend combo. Now Winterfrost has a little bit of cheese on their board that they have to go through. And Sylveon has a lot of clean potential if they're able to access that. It could be huge. Winterfrost is going to keep some back-to-back though. Finding a Fractal after the T-spin mini. Not able to fire it off in tandem. Finding a donation as well. Sylveon still doing that methodical play. Just trying to find well access. Winterfrost was forced to break, but they find a 7 combo in the process. You are able to cancel some of Sylveon's pressure. Players do seem very neck and neck here. We do see some back-to-back stacking from Winterfrost. Is going to end up breaking here. Just wants to stay lower, wants to stay ready to accept. And they were ready to accept. That garbage is just in the column that they needed it to be. Now Sylveon's gonna go into a mini 4-wide after the Tetris. Pretty little mini 4-wide. Winterfrost was going for a T-spin there, but was forced to bail to the pressure from Sylveon, and that 15 spike is gonna be enough to tie this game up at 7. Ooh, same side TKI. Relatively even speed, so we're gonna see that pass here, but Winterfrost's gonna go into 7-2. Winterfrost forecasting their next few spins. Finding Fractal. Both T pieces are visible in the queue, but going for that second one would be a little greedy, judging by their board state. They do decide to bail. Sylveon just looking for well access as usual. Counter Spy Gaming, we love to see it. Winterfrost is going to start up their back-to-back chain though. Sports State doesn't really call for too much continuation opportunities, and they are going to be forced to bail. Sylveon trying to find some pressure is a little bit too slow, and Winterfrost is able to make it out. Winterfrost finds that T-spin in time to cancel. Had they not canceled, they would have been very uncomfortable board state. Winterfrost now in some 09. Gonna look for that second high piece. But skim down. Sylveon's gonna cancel the cheese portion of that attack. Winterfrost now in some 7-2. Never mind, no longer 7-2. Seems to be pretty passive gameplay for the most part. The Winterfrost not in the best board state right now. They're gonna start their burst out. An 18 spike from Sylveon. Sylveon's macro is definitely paying off. Able to punish a lot of the breaks in board state on Winterfrost's side. Gonna reward them with an 8 point. Ooh, Sylveon getting a C-spin, and Winterfrost just gonna continue that 9-0 stack. Cancels, trying to preserve that back-to-back. Does end up breaking though. Wants to skim down, get immediate access to just rolling through their garbage. Sylveon finding a 10 spike, now building a back-to-back chain of their own. Winterfrost Sports State doesn't look like they're in too much of a good position to accept here. Are gonna compromise their board state temporarily in order to find well access, but they aren't able to do the same again. Eyepiece was in cycle, but the well wasn't open. Sylveon's gonna threaten match point. Winterfrost doesn't have too much of a score gap to be scared of, but it is still a score gap nonetheless. Of course, we're gonna want to close that. We're gonna see a little bit of changes in the decision making of Sylveon. A lot of waiting and finesse changes. Ooh, 15 spike from Sylveon. And that last bid was cheese, so Winterfrost is gonna have to let that catch up with them soon. Gonna try and burst through that. Sylveon's gonna start some back-to-back pressure, finds the well, and we do see match point. They didn't even need that well material. Winterfrost did not have the board state to continue. Gonna see mirrored TKIs. Winterfrost getting that second piece, but a little faster, and that third. Sylveon cancels with a combo. And Winterfrost is gonna keep that back-to-back going. As I say that, it's gone. Sylveon finding an 11 spike. Winterfrost has a lot of cheese on their board. They do find some counter fours in order to find some efficiency. Winterfrost is going for that back-to-back again. Very menacing. Gaining SPSD. Multiplier Tetris. And neutral once again. Big fan of neutral. Any neutral enjoyers in the chat? Sylveon with quite a lot of cheese, clean to work with. No cheese in sight. Finding that 18 spike. Releasing that attack all at once. And Winterfrost is going to punish the overstack on Sylveon's side. Winterfrost going to need to turn that into momentum if they want a shot at winning the set. They are getting pretty close to that comeback potential. Go for single, triple, double. Sylveon going for SDPC. They do get denied though, but their back-to-back is going to continue. And Winterfrost just wasn't ready for it. Sylveon is going to take that set. 11-8. Once again, we see that the loser does end up sending more lines. But the winner, of course, ends up winning. Oh my gosh, bracket updates real. Do you have our next next matchup lined up for us? Players entering the lobby. Gonna be looking at Promo versus Tatoes, a regular matchup we see here. Always a spectacular showing. All right, time to read out this interaction. Tato says, "Hello, gamer." Promo says, "No." Tato says, "Learn finesse, please." Promo says, "I'll still beat you." The banter from these players, always great. Entertainment. 100% finesse is cringe, to be honest, says Sylveon. Promo says, "True." But are we going to be seeing a warm-up in our future? Tato saying, "Okay, Blitzmane" is crazy. It is 6-3 Blitz, though. Not the usual loops that you see in that game mode. We are going to see that stat screen. Seen that stat screen quite a few times if you're regular here. Is Seed 1 versus Seed 2. 5 TR gap. Those are some stats right there. I love Hummingbird Nest sketch. So base, so true. I think everybody does. If you don't, you should. Join that Discord server, you know? If anybody wants to use that command. Get in on some of this action. Oh. Oh, wow. Tato speed ran that warm-up. Oh my god. We're almost gonna take that. Sub 2 seconds. Alright, there we have it. That was our warm-up. Not the first time we've seen something similar from these two players. And into the actual set we go. Alright. Oh yeah, of course. Stat screen. Take a quick peek at that. The set is upon us. Alright, gonna see a DT cannon from Promo. Gonna transfer that into some 09. Start their back-to-back chain. Tato's also in some 09. Just gonna immediately find that well access. 15 spike, and Promo wasn't ready for it. Tato's gonna take the first round of the set. We have confirmed in the Tetrio chat that Promo does like salmon. Tato's also like salmon. And Promo is almost 5 PPS. He's gonna send a bunch of pressure, and Tato's is trying to be ready for those cancels, but does end up running out of skims. Promo just relentless with that back-to-back. Tato's asks, "What about raw salmon?" Promo says, "I guess." Tato's says, "Hey." Both love salmon of all kinds, it seems. Promo was really not trying to break their 6-3 there, and that greed is going to pay off. Promo's going to take a second round. forgot to change Italy's stat. Well, Italy has a claim on Antarctica. Ooh, learning some things today. Ooh, Promo with that S-piece misdrop. And that T-piece misdrop, those chains are going to continue and Tatos is going to try and punish. But of course, you do know that Promo has that insane burst speed already out and down. Promo's immediately going to take the offensive here. Tatos ready for that counter spike, going to cheese up Promo a little bit. Who's already bursted through their cheese. And Tatos is going to die to that eye spawn. Had a little bit of a spire sticking up there. Got a lot of material, but unfortunately wasn't able to use it. And Promo's going to go back to their 6-3. Misdrops eyepiece. Tato is now at 5 back-to-back. They do end up breaking and Tato trying to cheese Promo, who actually cancels most of the cheese. Tato's gonna start that back-to-back up again. Doesn't end up breaking though, in favor of cheesing Promo once again. You know Promo from literally earlier this round, insane at down stack to that cheese. Gonna go for that kite on the not a decent spike. Tato's gonna try to punish, finding that Eastman triple into the mini. Almost got a little bit more clean to work with than previously this round. Tato's still trying to press the advantage that they had. And now we're going to return to some neutral. Very similar board states, but Promo is actually completely clean. So Tato's really going to have to find a way out here. Promo does do a bit of misdropping though, which is going to give Tato's time to find said way out. Building a fractal in the process, able to fire the T-pieces in tandem. Huge pressure boost there. That 13 spike is going to finish the job. Tato's taking their second round. Promo do a little bit of center well hamburger. Gonna keep that back-to-back. Gonna find that well access, but it is an 8-1, so it's gonna be hard to keep that back-to-back. And they do lose it. Tato's at a very unfortunate board state, and they're gonna run up skims here. That eyepiece was 1 out of cycle, but even then, I don't think it would have been enough. Promo taking the 4th round. Mirror TKIs. Tato's was not able to complete the T-spin that they were trying to go for. But it doesn't really change too much. Promo is trying to go for that back-to-back though. Did have a garbage as well. Got 1 in 10 out of their S-prop setup. Now Tato's gonna start up their back-to-back chain. Gonna send 10. Now it's 6 back-to-back, 7, 8. Promo does have well access though. Tatos is gonna have to get out. Does have double eyepiece dependency. As I say that, they find a 5 combo out of it. The dependency is eliminated completely. Tatos does have a lot of potential energy. They fire it all off. Promo's trying to be ready for that counter spike, gearing up for it. Ooh, a little spooky there. But they do find every piece that they need when they need it. Tatos just in a mental state of turning their back-to-back on and off at will. Yeah, just transfer between playstyles. Do love some neutral gaming here. Promo's gonna try and find some pressure. They are finding a lot of pressure actually. Tato's in a very precarious situation. Does find well access. Promo is at insane back-to-back numbers though. Tatos has huge well access. And now they're gonna reverse the situation, finding a 16 spike. Did I say reverse? I mean, I'm sorry, reverse. Promo is completely clean. And we're gonna see that back and forth kick in insane now. Promo's trying to keep that back-to-back going. I probably said back like 10 times, and that pass-through is going to make Promo get owned in the words of Tatos. He takes their 3rd point. Both players with immediate well access. They're just gonna be blitzing through their pressure, but Promo in a very dangerous 7-2 now. Building up that back-to-back like there's no tomorrow. Tatos does have that well swap, but they've got access to it. Promo going for a TST tower into C-spin. Now at 17 back-to-back, Tatos gonna have to find that well very soon. They were getting into dangerous territory, so they kind of had to have it open at all times, and Promo does end up breaking, so Tato's gonna have some breathing room. Very nice survival there. Team spike from Tato's. Promo tanks most of it. Tato's now gonna start up their back-to-back chain. Does end up breaking though. Do love the combo downs. Ooh, now Promo's going into some LST. Does break it though. And Tato's just gonna start to down stack through their cheese. Both players a little bit cheesed up. Tato's gonna find some efficiency on their down stack, which seems to be making the difference as Promos push into uncomfortable board heights time and time again, but they're doing a nice job at surviving. Tato's still finding pressure. Oh, the mis-sequencing on Promo. They had that TSS and they had some more skips. They probably would have been able to live that, but they can't. Tato's gonna tie that up at 4. Ooh. Promo was not ready for that all clear there. T-spin single. I mean T-spins. 2 T-spins. I cannot words. Words are hard. Tato's gonna go for another PC. Does not get it. Promo was trying to do some blitzing. Does not end up working out due to the misdrops. Does find mid-game C-spin though. Uses that T-spin triple to cancel. Pass-throughs on that T-spin double. Seeing some more pass-through, pushing Promo up to lockout range. Tato's taking a sick point, asking, what are you doing? Ooh. Those are fighting words, as Tato's goes for a Hachi spin. Gets Hachi PC. Finds that well access, and Promo runs out of skips. 7-4 Risi Acadigan special in favor of Tato's here. Promo's gonna go into their signature 6-3. Tato's also making some back-to-back of their own. Does break in favor of for a combo quad. Promo finding an 18 spike, but it just gives Tato's a lot of material to work with. They have well access, they have the eye pieces that they need, and Promo's looking extremely cheesed up, just getting pushed higher and higher. Gonna need to burst down at any time. They're starting that burst. They're finding those cancel materials. Now Tato's has some cheese to get through. The situation seems to be reversed, and Promo takes immediate advantage. Stopping the momentum that Tato's has now. Gotta swing it into their favor, or attempts to at least. Tato's gonna go for Hachi spin. Promo does do a bit of misdropping, and Tato's ready for that punish. Tato says, wow, nice 300. Not too sure what that means. Promo finding color clear. Oh my gosh, they got the garbage well in the 7 column. Very scary for Tato's, because we know what that means when Promo gets garbage in that 7 column. They're going right back into blitz. And we see it pay off as Promo takes their 6th point. See some pass-through on the original T-spins. Tato's ends up breaking back-to-back. Just trying to go lower on their board, get in a more favorable position to accept. They are fighting Promo pressure after all. Tato's gonna start their back-to-back now. 6, 7, 8. Counting with the comms, 9. Promo's gonna find a 10 spike. They're trying to do everything they can to force Tato's to cancel. They refuse to. Never mind, it's canceled. They are still finding a lot of pressure even in the absence of their back-to-back that they're actually starting to rebuild. Promo seems to be in a state of constant survival gaming here, but they are finding those counter spikes. Has a little bit less material to work with, but they're gonna do some nice tanking. And we seem to be back into neutral. Neutral with a lot of pressure available though. Promo finding that T-spin tower. Gonna go for TST, does end up bailing, noticing that they just used to both T-pieces. T-piece misdrop is a little spooky, but they burst through it just fine. Kato's kind of just vibing at their board height right now. Promo just trying to find an advantage. And that's 22 spike. Who needs advantage when you can just win? Promo taking their 7th point, shrinking that lead to only a 1-point deficit. Inching closer and closer to the coveted set win. And Promo just in that blitz mindset right now. Gonna see a tie at 8. Promo going back into that 6-3. Does get hit with the PC, and the PC pass-throughs is gonna give Promo a lot of material to work with. Promo does end up canceling the second PC in its entirety. Now, Tatos has the material advantage. They do end up bursting all the way down, and Promo's completely unfazed now with a back-to-back advantage. Tatos gonna have to do everything in their power to make sure Promo breaks, because if Promo's allowed to continue with that blitz, could be very dangerous. Tatos still in a really nice board state though, finding some donations. Gonna build a back-to-back chain of their own. Does end up breaking though, and we're gonna return to neutral. Very aggressive neutral, but neutral nonetheless. Promo at high disadvantage now. Now both at pretty even board heights. So looking for that pressure though. Seeing a lot of perfect cancels. Very even pressure being sent back and forth. And 14 spike from Promo. Kato's pushed up really high, has that eyepiece dependency, finds 2 of them, gets that 10 spike. Promo's gonna start back-to-back and pretty high in their board. I would not be surprised if I see a break soon. We do see that break, but it's not in time. Kato's taking the lead once again at 9. Promo's not that too much of a score deficit, but it's still a deficit nonetheless. Gonna win a break that in any way possible. Promo was looking for a T-spin, but didn't have the overhang. Now they're starting to fight IRS. Kato's just doing some waiting to cancel. Ooh, Promo's in that 2-7. You know what happens when Promo starts their back-to-back chain, but Tatos, as we see, is very adept at living these. These two players have been facing a few times. Quite a lot of times. You can't underestimate that number. But Tatos is gonna take match point now. Hodges spin from Tatos. Ooh, that Z-piece misdraw from Promo! And Promo's nemesis, the Z-piece, returns. To get them killed again. Tatos is gonna take that set, 11-8. Oh my gosh, we see a third commentator? No way. Okay, never mind. We're back to the solo comm screen. Almost something insane there. No third star, oofs, is the stream host. Oh, okay, so the bracket's updated, so if anybody wants to see the bracket, current bracket, it is updated. Curiosity gets the best of you. It is available. Do have all of our matches lined up now. Now we're just gonna cruise through them. We love top 8. No complications. Just go. Unless a certain somebody decides they just want to play Tetra League. But, all good. As long as they get here in time. Oh my gosh, Double Star is back. No way. The return. Ooh, promo raid. Welcome in, everybody. Top 8's going crazy. Chat getting flooded with the knives. Hopefully, we don't see any chatters get caught with some stray stab wounds. We do have our next matchup right here. We gotta see Sylveon versus Amberdoodle. That stat screen, and we're gonna be seeing a warm-up soon. AMK says this is a threat. With all those knives in the chat, I don't think I want to be on the receiving end of said threat. Hopefully I'm in the clear there. We do see the stat screen. He, him 3, and she, her 3. Wonder what the 3s are for. You see, scene 4 and 6. Those are some stats right there. Here's a threat of bombing your location. Very interesting choice of words, Vince. You need to do a little bit of chillaxing.
Listen. 3. Got it.
Ooh, it seems these pairs have lore. Sylveon says we meet again in Stratosphere. I gotta go for that warm-up now. Wonder how this dynamic's gonna go. Here's gonna be our sneak peek. Ooh, Amberdoodle does end up misdropping for their early PSS. We have neutral gaming here. Amberdoodle just trying to find well access. Much better board state. Sylveon has quite a bit of keys to work through. Amberdoodle finds an 18 spike! And Sylveon runs out of skims. That LPC is gonna clip their spawn. And into the actual set we go. Both are ready. Alright, Amberdoodle doesn't end up misdropping here. We're gonna see that SDPC spin get bursted at almost 4 DPS. Sylveon does take the better half of that though. Ooh, those misdrops that follow though are definitely not optimal. And Amberdoodle is gonna take that first round in quick succession. Gonna see SDPC spin again, this time surpassing 4 DPS. Does end up misdropping, so they're not able to fire offset C-spin. Do get well access, finds a nice multiplier, 14 spike. Sylveon was ready for that counter though. Gonna see some comboing from Sylveon. Amberdoodle was looking extremely cheesed. While Sylveon just has a lot of pressure to work with. A little spooky for Amberdoodle. Sylveon's gonna send that pressure. And of course that cheese on Amberdoodle's side does end up catching up to them almost immediately. Sylveon's taking that point. Alright, we're gonna see Amberdoodle go for SDPC Classic this time. PC is there. Seems that Sylveon did the same thing. We see Amberdoodle get another PC. Gonna loop that into SDPC spin. Sylveon desperately needs to find well access. They do, but it's still not enough. Amberdoodle's gonna take their second point. You see a little bit of opener gaming here. Some barriers to overcome. Amberdoodle's gonna go for it again. That SDPC spin. Sylveon's doing a little bit of playing slower, a little bit of macro gaming. Trying to hit those tanks and cancels. Ooh, that misdrop on the J piece. Or was it intentional? I honestly couldn't tell if they were going for a target mode type setup. Meanwhile, Amberdoodle's just trying to find some up-stack pressure. Humble little up-stacks here. Donating some T-spins here and there. Now Amberdoodle's got a lot of energy to just go through. He ended up doing a bit of misdropping, finding a combo down instead. Sylveon does cancel the cheese though. Now both players with even amounts of resources to burst through. Sylveon finds a 12 spike out of it though. Amber's looking a little bit cheesed. Sylveon looking cheesed as well, but a lot less of it. Building a fractal in the process. Amber's gotta watch out for that one. See minuscule amounts of pass through, and oh no, Amber misdrops that T-piece. And Sylveon's gonna tie it up at 2. Alright, we're gonna be seeing SDPC from both players. Amber was doing some fighting SRS there, and Sylveon's gonna be going for that DPC loop. They get the Tetris PC, they're gonna loop it, and Amber doesn't find the IP in time. It was one out of cycle. Now Sylveon taking their 3rd point. The lead is theirs once again. I see TK on Sylveon's side, gonna see Amber going for another SDPC spin. Pieces do get fired off in tandem. They go for the T-spin single in order to find a better board state to follow up on. They do have quite a few Minos on top of their well, but immediately neutralized. Sylveon looking extremely cheesed up, and it's gonna immediately catch up to them. And just like that cheese, Amber is gonna catch up to them, taking their 3rd point, tying it up. Gonna see SDPC on both sides though. Amber getting SDPC spin though. Ooh, the C-spin gets fired off, which is gonna deny the DPC from Sylveon. Sylveon has quite a lot of material to work with, but Amber was building up that back-to-back. Could be extremely dangerous. Making a lot of efficient placements, but they are gonna be forced to break. Don't think they got the Q that they were looking for in order to continue. Now we're going to be returning to neutral. Neutral with a lot of pressure in the game, though. They're just going to be canceling each other out. Sylveon's going to start up a back-to-back, though. Building a fractal. Amber's going to have to watch out for that one. Sylveon does send that first one ready to cancel the pressure from Amber. Finding 5 combo quad. Sylveon trying to find well access, but doesn't get it in time. They would have had to use their 2nd eyepiece, and that T-spin single just wouldn't have been enough. Amber was not going to take the lead here at 4. Alright, gonna see SCPC spin from Amber once again. They love their SDPC spin. Sylveon's gonna go for their fractal continuation of SDPC. And that fractal does seem to overpower pretty well. We're now gonna see tie at 4. I think we've actually seen a tie at every point. These players are truly neck and neck right now. They'll have a lot of rounds to go through at this pace. The C-spin does get fired off in Amber's side. Oh my gosh, Sylveon pushed within a Mino of living and dying. Does find the eyepiece in time. Amber was really not trying to let up that pressure, but Sylveon seems to already be out. Sending a 14 spike in the process. Amber was looking for well access. And they don't find it in time. Sylveon sending that 16 spike to confirm the kill. Sylveon takes the lead right back. Gonna see the battle of SDPCs once again. Sylveon does get sent pressure, so they're not gonna be allowed to get sent PC. Amber was just gonna continue building back to back. Never mind, it's gone. 12 spike from Sylveon. Amber Doodle counters with an 11 of their own, and Sylveon doesn't have any viable skims there. Amber was gonna tie it up at 5, keeping that tie at every point alive. SDPC fight once again. Sylveon is gonna have to bail pretty early though. Ooh, very nice combo downstack from Sylveon, gonna put them into immediately more comfortable board state. That's a lot of cheese on Sylveon's side, which is gonna start to catch up to him right about now. Amber was looking for that pressure, looking to finish off the kill. Sylveon's methodical playstyle is starting to help them out, doing a lot of canceling at that board height. It's gonna allow them to get out almost scot-free. Actually, completely clean. They did get out scot-free. Amber was gonna burst their potential energy down. Find 13 or 7. Sylveon has a lot of cheese on their board, and not too many skims to work with. Amber was going to take the lead once again at 6. It's an interesting opener from Sylveon. I'm not sure if it was a missed drop or not. I'm gonna assume it was because there wasn't any immediate pressure that you usually see from an opener at this rank. I'm gonna see Amberdoodle's trying to build up some back-to-back on their 4-5 stack. Does end up breaking though in favor of getting to their immediate garbage. Sylveon's gonna start to burst through their back-to-back chain now. Does end up breaking. Ooh, Amberdoodle doing some creative downstack finds. Any kind of combo is good combo here. Even forecasting a T-spin. Sylveon's ready for the cancel though. Amberdoodle's got quite the overstack going. Now stacking that energy all the way up. Looking for STSD. They have the shape, but they don't have the wall. Had to use 2 T pieces, and they weren't able to get that extra TSD from it. And Sylveon was ready for the counter spike. 8 combo. I at 6 now. How many ties will we see? Place your bets in chat. That would have been an excellent prediction. So many people would have already lost their points. Amberdoodle now at 8 back-to-back. Sylveon in quite a precarious situation. Ooh, that's lockout range. You know what that means. Amberdoodle's gonna take their 7th point. The notorious Tetrio ceiling strikes again. Sylveon donating in order to keep their LST alive. Is gonna end up breaking parity here, putting that T-piece on the right side. And Amberdoodle's gonna try and burst through that pressure, trying to punish. Amberdoodle's now got quite the 9-0 here. He's gonna transfer that into 6-3. We know how scary 6-3 is in the hands of these players. Does end up breaking though, in favor of 8-1. Sylveon was just waiting there. They had that cancel counter spike ready. They were not afraid to wait for a good time to use it. Finding a floating as well. Now Sylveon's gonna start their back-to-back chain. Amberdoodle was pretty low on their board. They're ready to accept just about anything. They do have a lot of cheese lower on the board though. If that catches up to them and Sylveon's ready, then could be a quite the unfortunate situation. But as I say that, like a knife through butter, already threw the cheese. Gonna reverse the situation right onto Sylveon now. Amber's gonna be trying to find some pressure. Gonna send more cheese actually. Sylveon's looking for those down stacks. Amber's gonna find some combo T-spins. And they're gonna take the extra lead. We do not see a tie at 7 here. The rhythm has been broken. Amberdoodle will finally find some momentum. And it's gonna be looking to leverage that. Sylveon does get PC though. They're gonna go into DPC. They do get denied the Tetris PC, but they're gonna keep back-to-back. That copy does not work. Finding a 5 combo though. Gonna be forcing to 8-1. Amberdoodle's gonna start up their back-to-back chain. Does end up breaking in favor of a 13 spike, and Sylveon just doesn't have the sequence to deal with that board state. Amberdoodle's on a roll right now, taking it to 6-9. Nice. Gotta see the battle of SDPCs once again. There hasn't been too many rounds where it wasn't like that. If it's available, these players are gonna go for it. And Amberdoodle still trekking on that momentum, gonna have match point now. Sylveon's looking to reset that pacing. SDPC battle once again. We see the pass-through, so the SDPC spin's gonna have the pressure advantage here. Because the PC just isn't allowed to happen. Ooh, and Sylveon. Very unfortunate there. But those rounds did go by pretty quick, and they were all in favor of Amberdoodle, who now takes the set at 11-6. Why did differential line sent there? It really seemed like it was close for quite some time, but Amberdoodle was kind of just like steamrolled through in the end. Very unfortunate for Sylveon there, but Amberdoodle's gonna move on. Alright, our next matchup. Players coming through. CM Dingo versus Hogafoot. Winner fights Amber. Hogafoot not showing the most confidence here. I'm gonna die. Help in the Tetrio chat. Hopefully they can swing themselves into the correct headspace. Or else they're in a world of hurt. Confidence is key in the tournament setting. Cannot let those nerves get to you. Gotta be looking for that good old stat screen. And that warm-up. Amberdoodle says Hogafoot sweeps easy. Interesting statement. SEC 3 and 5. Those are some stats right there. I just like completely given up on analyzing. Just like, yep, those are stats. Ooh, CM Dingo declining the warm-up. What about Hogafoot? Hogafoot saying things in Twitch chat, but they told me to shh, so I'm not gonna repeat them, I guess.
Draw. 4, 1.
Good luck to both.
Listen.
Let's see that warm-up. Battle of Antarctica.
Got it.
PK on both sides. Oh my gosh, CM Dingo was bursting, keeping 4 PPS. Hogafoot doing a very nice job at keeping up and canceling. But CM Dingo without that back-to-back pressure going. 5. Ooh, the miss-sequencing is gonna force him to break back-to-back, giving Hogafoot some more breathing room. Hogafoot at quite the speed disadvantage, and they're still trekking. They're still doing fine. Just showing how far this kind of playstyle can take you. But oh no, that hesitation is gonna end up costing them quite a lot of breathing room. And CM Dingo choking it out. Gonna take that warm-up. Ooh, MKO from CM Dingo. They're gonna take him to some 3-6 stacking. Ooh, goes for incomplete TST into TST. It's a complete TST continuation. I actually love that continuation so much. Let's see Hogafoot just start those donos. We're gonna be looking for some back-to-back. CM Dingo was pretty high on the board, but they're gonna cheese up Hogafoot quite a bit. Gonna start to catch up to them now, and CM Dingo's not letting up that pressure. They're gonna take the first point. MKO from CM Dingo. They're gonna go waste TNT Tide on. The floating. Bamboozled opener. Poggers. Ooh, no, those holes in Hogafoot's stack. Not able to keep up with CM Dingo's speed right now. Striding to the maximum. Hogafoot saying my brain. We do see MKO from both. More for different continuations though. Then spike from Hogafoot. CM Dingo kind of just eats it though. Gonna hold that back-to-back. Ooh, very nice survival downstack from Hogafoot. Has a lot of Q-dependent backing patterns though, and CM Dingo's gonna punish that. CM Dingo's taking that 3rd point in stride. On steamroll pace right now, Hogafoot's really gonna need to find something here. Hopefully they can eliminate those nerves soon, because it seems to be taking its toll. CM Dingo did make a placement, which is gonna ruin their back-to-back, and that IP Smith drop definitely isn't gonna help their case. Hogafoot's gonna be looking for that pressure. But CM Dingo's already fixed their color board state. Not a lot of garbage to work with down there. Hogafoot's gonna keep that pressure on. CM Dingo's looking for those cancels. Does have well access now, has 2 eyepieces, they're out. Hogafoot's looking for that back-to-back. I saw a little desync there. Hopefully that was just me. Well, luckily we do not see any DC cannoning. See some pass-through. CM Dingo going on that back-to-back chain. Seeing some more desync. They did say in Tetrio chat that their brain is running on an old Dell laptop. It seems that their game might be running on such a device too. But it is gonna reward them with a round. Oh, but looking for PC, doesn't find one. And now they're just kind of waiting. They know CM Dingo's gonna send them that clean that they want. Take the lazy route. Who needs upstacking when you have an opponent who's sending 23 lines of damage for you to eat? CM Dingo's gonna chillax with the bursting for a little bit here. Just looking to start up some potential bursting burst pressure first. Hogafoot though, they're just gonna go down there well like it's nobody's business. CM Dingo fighting a 16 spike, but it does all go to the same column. CM Dingo has quite a bit of shields on their board, and Hogafoot's gonna send that 13 spike, giving them a second point. That win is hopefully drifting further into the realm of possibility for them. CM Dingo's gonna want to shut that belief down though. Gonna be going into that TKI. Hogafoot does misdrop an eye. Turns it into a donation. But CM Dingo was not letting them get away with it, taking their 4th point. Oh my gosh. Single, double, triple? No, they don't do triple. CM Dingo is gonna go into that 6-3 though. Plus surprise. Very dangerous in the hands of these players. CM Dingo's gonna find that fractal 17 spike 18. But Hogafoot's just living it. Hogafoot has insane survival capabilities as we've seen thus far and are continuing to see. Hogafoot finds 2 eyepieces, has a lot of cheese to deal with. CM Dingo starting that back-to-back pressure, so they're gonna have to deal with it really soon or else they're gonna be hit with that extra pressure that CM Dingo is able to take the round off of. TKI, same side, same continuation for both players. Pass-through as well. There is no duality here. Synchronized mindset. CM Dingo's gotta find well access. They find well access. Does find eyepiece. Looking for another eyepiece, but Hogafoot wasn't letting that happen. 7 back-to-back. A little bit insane. Does end up taking the round. Gonna see a C-spin opener from CM Dingo. Hogafoot just seems to be trying to get into a position to tank this pressure. CM Dingo did have a 5-4 stack. They're gonna break in order to find well access. Opening up their well, does find the eyepiece in time. Hogafoot's looking for some more pressure, but they can't find it in time. CM Dingo's out, finds a 12 spike. And they're gonna take their 6th round. Alright, we're gonna see CM Dingo with that single double opener once again. But Hogafoot starting that loop, and CM Dingo wasn't ready for it, and those misdrops did not help their case. Hogafoot takes their 4th point. Cadigan special is possible here. Hogafoot's gonna do whatever they can to shut that down. CM Dingo fighting a floating. Creative builds here. Finding another floating in order to make that fractal, but the mis-sequencing there. That mishold makes it so they can't get that pressure that they wanted to. Oh my gosh, they did find a lot of pressure, but it all goes to the same column, which Hogafoot is ready to use effectively. Gotta see a lot of exchanges in pressure. And CM Dingo starting that back-to-back chain. Hogafoot's gonna be looking to force CM Dingo to break, which they do. Hogafoot cancels just about all that CM Dingo was ready to set up. And CM Dingo's gonna be looking to start up their back-to-back again. It's a little bit dangerous for Hogafoot. But they do have well access now, so they can't really just take all of it. And those misdrops from CM Dingo are gonna start to catch up to them. Hogafoot's gonna start sending that pressure over, and those misdrops continue on CM Dingo's side. Cadigan special denied. Hogafoot takes up 5th point. Ooh, OP's misdrop on Hogafoot's side. Seems to be a little bit of mis-sequencing here. Those PCs from CM Dingo gonna give them 0.7. Opposite side TKIs here. Not the same variation though. CM Dingo is looking to convert this into some 3-6 stacking. Alright, gonna build some back-to-back now in 2-7. Gonna donate a T-spin all the way to the opposite side of their well. And Hogafoot did not have the Q sequence in order to get that T-spin. If they had, they would have had some nice skims out. Have to fight some RNG there, and CM Dingo comes out on top. CM Dingo going for that back-to-back chain again. CM Dingo really loves to build those back-to-back chains as early as possible, just getting that insane early pressure in. And Hogafoot finding some 180 combo extensions, but CM Dingo is not letting up that pressure, finding 10 back-to-back. Branding match point. Name side TKI, but CM Dingo is showing that speed gap at 4.5 PPS, finding another fractal. Hogafoot does have immediate well access though. CM Dingo's quaking a little bit with all the pressure that Hogafoot is available to send. Does find some nice SRS fixes though. Core state is looking much more favorable than it did a few seconds ago. Hogafoot has a bit of cheese to work with. CM Dingo just trying to find their well, they've already found it. Does donate a bit. Hogafoot finding a 16 spike, who's gonna push CM Dingo a little higher. We know CM Dingo is really nice with those down stacks. Finding well access, gonna start up their back-to-back. But Hogafoot already has a back-to-back started up. Has a few dependencies to work with that they want to continue with. And they are in a very dangerous 7-2 position right now. Not reading too hard as they are actually finding down stacks in their back-to-back. Ooh, misdrop eye. Could give CM Dingo that breathing room that they desperately need. And that's exactly what happened. CM Dingo was ready with that retaliation, giving them match point. We're gonna see a PCO on Hogafoot's side. We don't see an actual PC, and CM Dingo's gonna go with that 6-3 opener. Some TEC stacking here. Let's go. Oh my gosh, CM Dingo is not letting up that pressure, but Hogafoot is finding some really nice survival down stacks. Keeping well access open at all times. Oh no! That J piece misdrop on Hogafoot's side, and they're fighting SRS, and that Z piece doesn't go where they want it to be. CM Dingo with that swag tower on their side to finish. Taking that set at 11-5. GG's to both. CM Dingo, of course, taking that set, but Hogafoot definitely needs to have more confidences. They definitely did better than they thought they would. Kind of popping off. GG's. CM Dingo is gonna go on to fight Anverdoodle. And they're gonna fight Promo. Then the winner of that is gonna fight Tatos. Exclamation point bracket if you want to know what I'm talking about, if you didn't understand that description. Curiosity. Ah, they were playing at 1 a.m. Sleep deprivation nerf. Night Hogafoot. We're gonna be waiting for Amber to trickle into this lobby. So we can start it. I would not be surprised if they're in a Tetra League set versus promo right now. They love their Tetra League. Alright, here they are. Matchup is ready. Once again, looking for that stat screen and warm up. Let's see it. The highs exchanged in the chat. The greetings. Star, what is the best stack technique? There's only one right answer, and no, it's not 6-3. Well, I think the answer you want to hear is Majestic left well, but I'm just gonna provide no comment. Trying to see seed 3 and 4 fight here. Pretty even TR.
Drop.
That
Fall.
warm up. That countdown. We'll see a Hachi from CM Dingo.
3.
And people going for their
Got it.
signature. I can't even words right now. SDPC spin, yes, that's what it is. But CM Dingo was not having any of it. That 5 back-to-back, gonna reward them with a warm-up win. Alright, we're gonna be going into actual set now. And Brutal, I'm gonna need a cease. Why so much negative in the chat? Oh, cool. Try to sit out if you want to. Not struggling too hard. Neither of these players right now. Actually, CM Dingo has a few miss drops to deal with some cheese. Amber's gonna be looking to leverage that pressure. CM Dingo does not have that T-piece in time fighting SRS, and Amber's gonna take that first point. Alright, I want to see early TSDs from both of them. CM Dingo's actually gonna do a bit of macroing, not setting up full 4 lines between Beast and single to start. Ooh, and Berdoodle's gonna start up that back-to-back pressure. Now at 4, does end up breaking though. Has some cheese to work with. I say work with when I should be saying work against. Nobody likes the cheese. Find some efficient downside, so CM Dingo on the back foot. Gonna try and burst out. Does find that Z-spin in time. Getting a little bit of extra damage off of the single back-to-back. Gonna see some pass-through here, and it's gonna be in favor of CM Dingo here now that they have an immediate well to work with. Amberville being pushed uncomfortably high in their board. Ooh, they tried to burst out and resulted in them misdropping their L piece, but it still wasn't quick enough for them to get their I piece down in time. CM Dingo's gonna find themselves on the board, tying it up at 1. PCO from CM Dingo. Amberville as well. Both are gonna try and go into second. Both fighting second, but CM Dingo finds a Tetris PC. They were trying to loop for a pure PC, but oh my gosh, Amberville is completely clean. They're gonna go into SDPC spin. CM Dingo does have well access, so they're able to cancel just about all of Andrew's pressure. Amberville is going to be forced to break back-to-back here. Has a single Mino over top of their well, but they do access it in time. CM Dingo has a lot of cheese on their board, and Amberville finding a 19 spike. Gonna take their second point. CM Dingo just did not have the board seat to handle that kind of damage. Let's see an SCPC spin from Amberville once more. CM Dingo's going to be trying to go into 6-3, but it's going to be denied by that kind of pressure. But it's going to put them in a nice 7-2, which they immediately transfer well to Gerwich. So we're now tied at 2. Players neck and neck, both playing highly aggressive. No passive gameplay here. CM Dingo's going to find that TKI PC, but Andrew doesn't really seem too stressed out by that. Quite a decent board state for getting hit with a TKI PC. CM Dingo has a lot of clean to work with. So does Amberdoodle. Amberdoodle's just looking to access it. Both are going to start bursting out their spikes. Amberdoodle finding another 19. They love their 19 multipliers. Amberdoodle has quite a bit of cheese on their board. And that clutch clear doesn't even matter. This is Tetrio. The clutch clear is going to be a warning sign of death. CM Dingo taking a third round off of it. Gonna go for their single double again. Amberdoodle does end up misdropping on their SDPC. So they're not gonna have that immediate pressure advantage that they want. They do have a nice fourth state, they're ready to tank. They do end up covering their well quite a bit, but they have double eyepiece, so it's gonna be fine. CM Dingo has a monstrous 09 stack. Does misdrop D-piece, but finds a nice 180 fix into a donated T-spin double. Amberdoodle is also fuel stacking, some 1-8. It's gonna burst through it pretty quickly though, so it's not gonna pose too much of an issue. CM Dingo trying to cheese up Amberdoodle, who kind of just cuts through it. Now Amberdoodle's trying to reverse the situation and cheese up CM Dingo just a little bit, little by little, quite literally, as they're standing one line at a time. Pressure seems to be getting to CM Dingo, and as I say that, they are getting lower and lower, but Amberdoodle's not letting up that pressure. They're gonna tie it up at 3. Pretty even matchup we have here. Amberdoodle's gonna be looking for that STPC spin again. Does get the T pieces in tandem. CM Dingo did have immediate well access though, so they're able to cancel it all. And find that counter spike. Amberdoodle's looking for that back-to-back. Does end up compromising their board state in order to continue it. CM Dingo's looking for the punish, and they found it. Gonna take their 4th point. The lead is theirs. SCPC spin from Amberdoodle once again. CM Dingo has that kite and floating variant. Decides not to go for that floating. Of course, better board state equals better chance at winning. A measly 4 lines doesn't do too much at this rank, of course. 13 lines might, though, from Amberdoodle. CM Dingo has quite a bit of cheese on their board that's going to catch up with them soon, but they find a 16 spike in the down stack, which is actually just going to give Amberdoodle more pressure to work with, more clean. They do have double eyepiece T-spin, and they find a 20 spike. CM Dingo, even with the immediate well access, does not have the eyepiece in time or any skims. So that's gonna let Amberdoodle tie it up at 4. SCPC spin once again from Amberdoodle. CM Dingo just bursting down their well, finding a 14 spike. Amberdoodle has a monstrous well now. CM Dingo cheesing up Amberdoodle lower. CM Dingo finds 11, but Amberdoodle seems to be pretty unfazed right now. They're just going to continue their down stack, and they've already made it to a clean board state. CM Dingo's already very low on the board, ready to accept, and gets that garbage exactly where they wanted to. Gonna burst down. Amberdoodle's looking pretty high on the board right now, but they have Material to work with, they have Q to work with. CM Dingo's not trying to let them, though. Amberdoodle does find the correct skims to get down, but CM Dingo's follow-up is enough to kill. The lead goes to CM Dingo. Amberdoodle going for another SDPC spin. Ooh, I almost thought they got 1 in 10 there, but no. They are safe. The fact that they've SDPC'd this many times and have been 1 in 10 is actually kind of insane. Until you remember that that's not how probability works in separate events. We are going to see Amberdoodle unfortunate position due to their misdrops. Very even more unfortunate position due to their future misdrops. Ooh, and then that pass through, very unlucky board height. But they're doing a nice job of surviving. Oh no, that eyepiece clips their spawn. CM Dingo's gonna expand that lead now. Cadigan special in the realm of possibility now. Amberdoodle's gonna try and not let that happen. Going for SCPC spin once again. Obviously the favorite opener here. Oh my gosh, CM Dingo with a 30 spike. I think that's the highest we've seen. Actually, no, Tato's found a 40 in the 4 wide. How could I forget that? Still insane. Cadigan special is real. Amberdoodle finding, or going for PC, does not get it. CM Dingo fires off the C-spin. Taking that T-spin double, T-spin single, or get a better board state. They want a better follow-up. Follow-ups are key up here. Doesn't matter what you do if you can't send a million lines afterwards. Just how it is. 14 spikes, 19 spike from CM Dingo. Spike extensions are a little crazy. Amberdoodle was ready for retaliation. They do the tank and spike, 15, 16. Decide to donate, does get well access. Getting an 11. Back and forth is on. We love top X-rank neutral. So fun to watch. CM Dingo just extremely low on their board. Trying to hold some back-to-back. Is gonna end up breaking though. Amberdoodle is not being forced to break yet. Never mind, it's broken. CM Dingo did have an unfortunate JP's misdrop though, but their SRS spins and knowledge gonna fix it pretty quickly. Oh no, that JP's misdrop is gonna be a lot harder to fix. They do need that well access, and they need it now because Amberdoodle was not letting up that pressure. They were ready for that punish, and that's gonna give them a 5th point. PKI versus STPC spin. Amberdoodle finding their finesse there, but they do end up getting it. Ooh, unfortunate JP's placement. I don't think that's where they wanted this to be, but they found a 180 fix with that L piece, or get their board state better. Both players with a lot of potential energy to use. Ooh, Amberdoodle does end up closing off their well, but they find 2 eye pieces, so they're able to get it open again. CM Dingo, a lot of pressure, and they're gonna start bursting it out right now. Amberdoodle was just ready to cancel all of it though. Doesn't seem threatened at all. Just gonna be vibing in neutral here. Those players look for advantage state. Amberdoodle is gonna find a fractal here, or attempt to build one. Trying to decide the best way to do so, as CM Dingo doesn't really seem to be trying to send anything, looking for a tank. They do end up taking. They're gonna hit them with the counter spike, 15! Amberdoodle looking for well access, they have it. Ultra's playing at 100 APM, just keeping it up there consistently. So pro. CM Dingo is doing some waiting. Amberdoodle has a lot of potential, but it's split between different wells. Might give CM Dingo a shot. Never mind, this is Amberdoodle we're talking about. They're already free. This is that 09 stack. Gonna be approaching gravity margin time soon. I think this might be the longest round we've had this tournament. CM Dingo's getting a little bit of cheese on their board. Gravity doesn't seem to be too noticeable yet, as the players are just playing extremely fast. Not like they're too high on the board. Amberdoodle just staying low, trying to be ready to accept. CM Dingo waiting to cancel, finds a cut copy, breaks back to back. Gotta see that fractal from CM Dingo as they go and try and build up that back to back. Does end up breaking though. CM Dingo playing extremely safe. And Amberdoodle is just trying to be ready. Like a hawk, just seeking their opportunity to attack. Any counter spike is good in their eyes. And that's exactly what they're looking for. T-spin 0. Using the T-spin to stack, just a little bit of a flex. Optimal flexing though. Alright, and we see the 3 minutes. We are now reaching attack margin time. These attacks are going to start to get stronger from here on out. It's going to incentivize more aggressive play, as we see from CM Dingo. It seems that margin time was what they were waiting for to strike. 21 spike. Gonna give him an 8 point. Amberdoodle's gonna go for their SDPC spin again, but they do end up misdrop, which is gonna give CM Dingo a lot more time with their Hachi. Do have back-to-back, they're gonna try and hold it as long as possible, finding a fractal, not able to fire the T-spins in tandem, as they did have to use the TP sort build set fractal. At 9 back-to-back, but did have to break because Amber's doing a nice job at surviving. Oh, 12 spikes from CM Dingo, sending Andrew incredibly high, and that L-piece misdrop gonna cost them their life. Now the score is 9-5. Got the job hours here. CM Dingo going for a TKI. Waiting to cancel, but Amberdoodle wasn't trying to send anything, so they just sent a T-spin single and force Amberdoodle to do something. But CM Dingo's gonna build that fractal. T-piece was one away from firing in tandem. And we did get a little bit lucky that CM Dingo wasn't able to find that kind of pressure because they were ready to burst it out. But CM Dingo is forced pretty high in their board, looking for that T-piece. Does have to waste I in order to upgrade that T-spin, but it isn't enough cancel pressure. But not enough for that follow-up from Amberdoodle, sending a 19 spike. Score is 9-6. Nice. SCPC spin from Amberdoodle once again. CM Dingo was ready to well transfer. Accept and counter spike, that's the name of the game. Sadly, Amberdoodle was not ready for that acceptance of the 24 spike, just a little bit too much. CM Dingo's gonna have match point. CM Dingo doing a little bit of misdropping, but it doesn't seem to be the worst in the world. Able to fix effortlessly. Amberdoodle was looking to hold back to back. Figured it was better to break. See a bit of pass through here, setting CM Dingo quite high, but they were ready with those skim down stacks. Amberdoodle was finding a 5 combo, but it's not enough to neutralize the amount of pressure that CM Dingo is sending. They're finding all the pieces when they need it. It's more of a question of if they can cycle them fast enough. CM Dingo's not trying to let up the pressure. Amberdoodle was doing a very nice job of surviving these, but they're not able to find any huge clears like Tetrises. As I say that, oh my goodness, valiant effort by Amberdoodle, but CM Dingo's pressure was just too strong. I can't even keep up. CM Dingo takes it 11-6. Well played to both. What a way to go out. CM Dingo is now going to move on to fight Promo in the losers finals. Chat noticing the survival as well. Very commendable. Promo has arrived in the lobby. Battle of Italy, Part 2. I don't even think I'm wording correctly. I'm just hoping I am. Too many similar syllables. GG's to both indeed. And good luck, have fun to both of our next players for matchup. Promo versus CM Dingo, gonna be wild. Promo's looking for that rematch versus Tato's. Singo's gonna try and deny that. How many times have I said Singo? CM Dingo. But here's the stats screen. Seed 1 versus 3. Of course the stat differential should make sense because one of them is literally Promo. CM Dingo leaves the warm-up decision up to Promo. And we're gonna go straight into the set. No warm-ups here. Both of the players, extreme confidence. Let's see who it pays off for more.
Draw. Fall.
Exchanging the gulfs in the Tetrio chat.
Got it.
My Chromebook is not handling the spikes right now. And Promo has a lot of misdrops on their side. CM Dingo's back-to-back is gonna prevail, giving them the first round. Promo pushed pretty high up in the board, but you do know the Promo speed, able to cycle those pieces extremely quickly, get to what they need when they need it. very creative ways to keep back-to-back, finding a 16 spike. CM Dingle finds their line piece in time. Promo not trying to let up any pressure, finding that 10. CM Dingle's just not able to keep up with that. We're gonna see Promo now on the board, tying it up at 1. CM Dingle do a little bit of misdropping, but they are able to go into 2-6, but then they misdrop their eyepiece, which means they're gonna have to bail again. And Promo, going to their blitz strat, CM Dingle's gonna have to do anything to try and break this. Because if Promo's on their blitz, there is no stopping it. 23-7, and that back-to-back continues to 11. Promo's gonna take their second point. Let's go!
I know, it only took so long.
Ah, no worries.
It was like the start of the last round. I just was like, okay, I can help out now. Then I had to go for the next full round.
Okay.
But we here now.
Alright, let's see mere TKIs from the players. Both trying to build back-to-back. Even pacing here, but CM Dingle's gonna be forced to break. Meanwhile, Promo's just setting an 18 spike over.
Promo just going for PPS with greater than 1 attack per piece scares me slightly.
It's a Promo moment. Mere TKIs again. Keeping back-to-back at similar paces. Oh my gosh, Promo's trying to PC. They got the PC and CM Dingo's not ready for it.
That J for CM Dingo. This is just, it's definitely there.
It is there. CM Dingo was looking for that TKI PC, or color clear at least, because they were denied by Promo's pressure, which continues on to give Promo round 6, looking to Brazil yet another unfortunate soul.
Just
CM
like
Dingo's gonna
from
try and fight.
Nutrus.
Nutrus moment. Both players were trying to go to 6-3 there, but Promo prevails.
Promo's like the 8 for PPS round.
That is Promo speed for you. Ooh, CM Dingo finding all clear and Promo eats it. Finding another all clear and Promo eats it. And Promo's gonna continue that back-to-back.
CM Dingo's got a lot of clean garbage, though. Never mind.
So they won't be able to access it. Promo did end up breaking, but at that point it was too late. Promo's gonna take an 8th round.
They just break back-to-back Jades, but by then they've already sent like 18.
Yeah. Promo's gonna continue on their blitz cycle. CM Dingo has a lot of material, gonna try and break the blitz cycle that Promo has. Promo has now exited 6-3, so CM Dingo's in a little bit better of a spot. But that back-to-back ain't going nowhere. Never mind, it's gone. Commentators curse that word. Ooh, Promo can't S-spin! And that's gonna give CM Dingo that round.
The Z piece returns.
Promo's side.
The twin brother to the Z piece returns.
Indeed. Ooh, Promo's gonna be slowing down here after that J piece misdrop. No more 4 PPS rounds. CM Dingo's gonna be trying to keep back-to-back with that 2-7. Does end up breaking though. Quite a high board state. Having to deal with formal pressure, you have to be ready to accept it all times. That back-to-back's going insane for CM Dingo. Finding that spike extension all the way to 8 back-to-back. CM Dingo starting to find some momentum in it. Promo donating a T-spin double is going to compromise their board state a little bit, but it's immediately fixed due to the speed demon that they are for casting a fractal. CM Dingo is doing some waving to cancel. Ooh, that T-piece wasn't close enough in the bag. They had to compromise their board state just to live, and it was only temporary as Promo takes their 9th round. No more for their signature 6-3 one. Again, and gonna start that back-to-back. CM Dingo's gonna be looking to do what they do best and cancel that out. Promo does end up breaking back-to-back here. CM Dingo's gonna have a lot of breathing room, especially when they have back-to-back chain of their own. Finding cancels isn't gonna be too hard. Ooh, Promo has a very grating floating, and CM Dingo swiftly punishes with that limit break back-to-back. 4-9. Really gonna be looking to snowball here as they have quite the mountain to overcome in the score differential. Oh no, those misdrops definitely aren't helping their case, and Promo is ready with that punish on a 19. That's gonna be match point for Promo. CM Dingo really doesn't want out of this tournament, but Promo wants that rematch. Kato is joining the lobby already, confident in Promo's abilities. Oh, never mind, they come in cheering on Dingo. Seems that Tato doesn't want to fight Promo again. Makes a lot of sense. Promo is continuing that back-to-back over this amount of cheese. Will that greed end up paying off? They've gone all in. CM Dingo looking for that well access. Promo waiting to cancel. 11 spike from CM Dingo. And Promo's greed is punished. That kind of speed that high in the board allowing you to get away with so much, but still not enough. Either outcome there would have been insane. And it just happened to be in favor of CM Dingo.
Just think if this was tossed, that greed easily would have paid off. Like it always does.
Welcome to Stratosphere.
We have greed being punished for real.
They say the sky's the limit. Nope, it's row 20. Speaking of row 20, CM Dingo's gonna get pushed all the way up there by Promo's 225 APM. That's gonna give Promo the round. I mean, the sets, even. And that's a spot in Grand Finals to rematch Tato's. Indeed. Tato's did kind of pop up on the first set. They're looking to do it again. Promo, of course, having to win 2 sets. Seen bracket resets between these two before. That's what Promo's looking for. During this intermission, this is a great time for me to remind people to hydrate, as that's what I just did. Got the 4-liter bottle here. Consume the water. Queen's pointing out the deja vu. Matchup's been seen before. The Italian Mafia monopolizes Grand Finals once again. One of these players is going to be taking the role of boss here. Neither player going for a warm-up, straight into it. Welcome to Grand Finals. Here we go. Mere TKIs.
This is very cool.
It is indeed very cool. Promo bursting at 4.5 PPS, keeping that back-to-back, but they are in fossil fuel stacking, so it'll be a little hard. Never mind, it's Promo we're talking about. They know what they're doing. Look at all those spikes.
A tiny spike of 22.
260 APM, 4.6 PPS. Well deserved.
Only a
first
small.
round from Promo.
Small spike of...
Only a small spike here.
Yeah.
Minuscule amounts of damage. Now Tatos is going to try to retaliate with a back-to-back chain of their own. Promo's going to be forced to break, which gives Tatos the back-to-back advantage. And with Promo not able to find that eyepiece in time, even with well access, it does end up
The winner is the first one to reach 4 PPS.
Oh, Promo hit 6. Tatos gets that 6 spin off. Not enough to kill Promo, though, who's still in their blitz cycle. Promo does end up breaking their blitz cycle. Never mind. This is the Promo we're talking about. Still finding some creative extensions even into their breaks.
Really impressive misdrop conversion right there. You just... What misdrop? That was just supposed to be a floating T-spin donation.
Like the decision making and changes from these players always is insane. And Promo, ooh, that survival is kind of insane. Promo's not, I mean, Tato's not trying to let up that pressure, finding 15 and 4. But Promo just showing that insane bounce attack survival skills. Now Taylor's gonna be pushed on the back foot here. Ooh, pass through both players on the back and front foot at the same time. Which one to take the lead? That pass through again. Game really wants them to decide this right now. But neither
Lurk
is
to
willing
down
give
stack.
up.
Stop escapes, like, just stop canceling each other's garbage. They're just
Ever
playing
gonna
at
be
such a high
returning to
volume.
neutral. Very aggressive neutral, but that is gonna put Taylor to spawn.
Just
taking their
return-
second point.
Return to a
Save
perfectly
Promo,
neutral board.
please. Ah, yes, perfectly neutral. Promo finds that
Perfectly.
small spot. As all things should be. Just like the game state right now. Kratos does make it all the way down, though Promo's starting that back-to-back chain up again.
Just
Forecasting all the
Primo
T-spins
gets
in the
into that
world.
one position, he just starts letting the back-to-back fly. Got a 12, 13, 14. With some nice SZ
15.
props.
Oh my gosh, they're back in the blitz cycle. Tatos needs to act right now. Tatos
Oh
is
no,
doing a nice job of
blitz
surviving, but
made.
when that back-to-back increases, just like
Yeah,
a freight
that's
train, there just is no stopping that.
the 4 PBS 1-8 factory beats. 440 seconds is just crazy.
Actually. They say GG's well played in the chat. Still have a whole set ahead of them, and maybe a bracket reset if Promo continues at the pace they're going.
Primo needs that cat lamp.
What an incentive right there.
Primo at the top,
If you
forced to
told me I was
break.
gonna get a cat lab, bro, my limits would be shattered on the spot.
If you beat Promo, I will give you a cat lamp. That's just the requirement. There you go.
I mean, does that mean Taters gets a cat lab? Because Promo is in losers because of them. Oh, Promo doesn't seem
No,
too
you
happy about it
specifically.
as... Oh, me specifically? Oh yeah, good luck me. Promo finding that mid-game C-spin. Not able to find the T-pieces in tandem. A little too late in the bag. But they are gonna keep that back-to-back up. And 14 spike at 11. It's too spooky for Tatos to handle.
4-1,
Aura
but
of that pressure.
still go either direction. Thanos can just break
So
Primo's
true.
momentum. You have very real evidence. You have very real evidence of Promo losing potatoes.
He's seen spike from Promo. Don't want to let that mistake happen again.
Yeah, how dare you just let the opponent? Oh,
Oh my-
jeez.
Oh,
They
what,
both do the
both
exact
got
same
it?
thing.
Oh
But
my
now Promo's in blitz
They
mode,
sharing
so
a brain cell. But Promo's gonna go back on that burst as they're on their blitz cycle. Tatos is trying to break it as they're sending Promo extremely high. Promo does end up waking back to back. That's gonna give Tatos some
5
breathing room.
PBS.
But
Promo,
Promo is
chill.
not letting up that pressure. Forecasting as many T-spins as they can. Tatos trying to find that well access. They do have the eyepiece in time. They even multiplier it so they can get more cancel material. Promo's not letting up that backpack though at 8. We're counting with the comms now. 9, 10. Finds another T-spin.
You're
11.
counting with
Tatos
it.
still fighting with that survival.
I don't know. What? Oh, no.
And the back-to-back
One
break
misdrop.
gets Tatos ready with that punish.
Tato's just standing there taking every single spike.
Master of survival. Promo's 4.6 back-to-back just wasn't allowed, I guess. Promo's gonna be trying to keep that back-to-back again. That
Okay, now
14
Promo's
spike,
on the
Tatos
receiving
gonna
end of
force them to
being-
break.
Yeah, now it's Promo's turn to see if he can survive being back-to-back spike. The answer to that is yes. Now Promo
Yes,
is on
21
the offense.
spikes. Gosh, that momentum swings so fast. Promo at 4.5 PPS, over 200 APM.
Promo is just playing normally, stacking it. Yes, but the minute he gets into that 6-3, speed just goes easily up to 5. It's just
You see that back-to-back 3 and you know Promo speed up is gonna go crazy.
it's like the
Right
speed
now
up
they're
chime.
at 8.
They're already
Literally
too
just
slow. They're
switches
already
on
at
a
13.
dime.
Their knowledge of just every single possible float and prop is just like crazy.
So majestic
Like,
to watch.
They're at a
They're at
21, which is
21
the highest back-to-back
But
chain we've
Tatos is
ever
doing really
seen.
nice at finding these wells, which are going to be
Okay, now
extremely
they have.
small because
Well,
back-to-back chains are clean.
they had the
Promo
like plus
finding a
4
TSD
back to
triple in
back.
that cheese.
Tatos just look at this infinite down stacker with this 3 versus APM ratio.
Seems that that's what needs to be done to survive against promo pressure. But
Tatos
sometimes
with
just
the
not enough as they
excellent
take their
survival.
7th round.
Yeah, it's just absolutely pro survival. But the only way Promo can defeat Tatos is by slowing down and sending very low pressure.
Oh my gosh, promo macro is real. No way.
Who
Truly
needs
no way,
macro?
as they...
I mean, wow. We're 17 seconds in and he's got a back-to-back chain. We don't need the APM per second
That's a
anymore.
promo
We just
opener
need
for
back-to-back per second.
Back-to-back does equal APM sometimes. 200 of it to be exact.
3 back-to-back per
Looking
second.
for that reset.
He's going for that cat lane.
Yes. Promo wants the cat left.
I wouldn't stand in the way between a charging Promo and a cat lamp. But that Vistra will allow Tatos to take the 11th round.
Mere TKIs, no way. Both players breaking back-to-back, very similar times. Tatos has a lot more pressure to work with though. Promo notices is they're going to do a little bit of slowing down, trying to cancel. Now they have the pressure, the material advantage, trying to access it. They have to use both eyepieces there, but it doesn't really matter, those dependencies are gone. Both players have mixed board states right now, pretty similar.
Cadogan makes another cameo into the Stratosphere stream.
In some pass-through gaming, Tatos has a back-to-back advantage now.
Oh no, Promo in the
S
S-Fit.
on their side. Tatos is looking to leverage that. Promo finding
Promo.
some way fixes, but there's no more
Promo's-
skims available. Tatos is looking for that momentum. They're starting it up as we speak. 4th round.
Promo's nemesis, the S-Beast.
Oh my gosh, Tatos MKO. Gonna turn that into some 3-6 stacking. Promo's
Promo
still
just-
on their blitz cycle. So Tatos is looking to cancel, but that eyepiece misdrop definitely does not help their case. Almost gonna take their 9th round. Allow me to reprise that if Promo wins, they're going to bracket reset. They are on the loser side this day.
This is Stratosphere 26 and 27, except this time Promo's on the losing side. Tatos had a back-to-back, but unfortunately just no pieces coming out causes him to break it. Got a little cheesy
One of the
down there at the
back-to-back
bottom.
chains of all time.
And Promo is now into Blitz mode, so... Oh, Blitz mode broken.
No, not
Tatos.
blitz mode.
It's Tatos' chance. Finding some good efficiency
Tatos
in their
in that
down
chase for
stack.
survival. Oh, those skims. They don't exist anymore.
Wait,
no combos. And Promo is now at match point. They're at
this is
reset
bracket
point.
reset point, baby.
Woo! Yeah, baby. Reset point.
For the first time in many Stratospheres, we actually see a potential bracket reset.
Promo's got a lot of cheese that they have to work against. Tatos is trying to leverage that, just sending a lot of pressure despite not having too much potential energy. They're just able to upstack that fast. Promo has a lot of potential energy. They're going to start to burst that down now. Holding a back-to-back chain of 3, 4, 5. Counting with comms. They have an
ST
ST
stacking.
stack ready. Promo is playing score attack.
Yeah.
Just eating it.
Oh my gosh. It's
That 15
maintained.
spike plus 7 from Promo.
That spike was as big as
Gonna
his
be enough
back-to-back
to take
chain.
that reset. Actually. When the back-to-back is bigger than the spike, like what? It's a promo moment, and they went warm-up now. Both players, in fact, before this reset. Promo says they fell off. It's been hours. Potatoes fell off their chair. Ooh, unfortunate. Maybe during the reset, they won't fall off their chair again. Ooh, that's an interesting stat screen there. CM Dingo seems to be subbing out for Potatoes, I guess. We're playing TTC, we're playing Tetrio Teams Cup right now.
Draw. 4, 1. Listen. 3. Got it.
Promo says he just played a whole TTC set. Warming up for Tetrio of a TTC, yeah? Could work, could not.
We see this very important warm-up battle between two players who have not played before.
Gotta figure out each other's playstyles, you know. Promo doing a little bit canceling, you know.
They've literally
Gotta make
never
sure
seen each
they're-
other.
Yeah.
That's why you see him play it so slow. They're just Romo's just playing slow. He's just testing
Yeah,
out
just trying to figure out what
Tato's
they're doing.
playstyle. Wondering if
Ooh, we see
how do
Tetris.
I
Oh my
counter?
gosh, they have to convert that into 2-wide. No Tetris is allowed. Promo pressure does get the better of Tato's.
think Promo learned that blitzing is the best way to take out Tato's.
Yeah. Very valuable information there from that warm-up.
Still forgot to change the title, but it doesn't matter. Whoever wins this wins Antarctica.
So we're not seeing the fight for Italian Mafia boss.
Yeah, the Battle of Italy is over.
Oh my pass-through!
Both players.
So high, and Romo just got the better end of the stick.
We love Oski game.
James just drops their J piece. Promo immediately ready to leverage. Leverage they do, they're gonna take their second point. Taking these rounds in quick succession, Potato's gonna want to shut down this momentum at all costs.
What momentum? There's no momentum. Not yet. See Tato's with the
Rounds
Hachi?
are flying by.
Yes.
Promo is gonna break back to back though.
See Tato's now in a very clean
Leverage
stack,
that
and
10
Promo
spike.
getting
Ooh,
a
the clutch clear into living. What? Is this
Well,
still
you-
Tetrio?
This is X-rank gameplay. Of course they can live clutch clears. Okay, let's remove ceiling win.
Well, alright. Learning things. And Promo ends up reversing that situation entirely, taking a third point.
EC players having a field day when Osk finally removes the Tetrio ceiling from all gameplay.
I mean, TEC players are probably used to lockout more than regulars.
Yeah, they're more used to blockout because of how it doesn't actually spawn on row 22. We see both players being about a neutral board state. Tato's a little bit lower with less pressure. Romo getting ready to go into blitzing, but can't seem to get the 6-3 going.
Gonna go into some 7-2 though. Taylor's gonna try and hold some back-to-back. Ooh, never mind, it's gone. Oh my gosh, Promo's gonna be greeting for it again. We've seen this before.
He wants that back-to-back chain. Playing for the audience.
They build C-spin. Oh, the overhang is too high. And Zato's ready with that punish. They're now on the board. Momentum shut down.
Rip overhang.
Ooh,
This
I
is why you
just
don't
dropped
build
Pro-
TST children.
Promo.
You can't mess up the overhang
And
of something
Promo
that
gets
doesn't
locked
exist.
out. Kato's now taking rounds in quick succession.
The surprise PCO works. Will we see it happen again? No, it's just TKI. But Promo with
It's
the
just
instant
TKI.
misdrop, Tato's following suit with their own misdrop. Now we see
Players different
Kato's right
variations
at
of misdrop. No way.
the misdrop
Promo with the
opener.
cheese.
Promo now right there with their very clean garbage, and Thanos had a bit of cheese. Provo lost all of their attackable piece, that was only 90 APM.
That's me when only 90 APM. Almost gonna be on their blitz cycle off start now. Potatoes is used to this on and dance. They're gonna be looking to shut that down. Will they be able to though? It seems so because Promo sees Spin Trauma's returning.
Let's go! He pulled it off though. Get to be very proud. Our little X rank is learning.
Our little X rank Promo.
Yeah, very new player, guys. He's just simply learning his SRL spins.
Promo quite high in the board. We don't know Speed even Promo's back at it again. Does unintentionally block off the well, but it's open again.
Both players going about 3. Yes, Potatoes having a bit of higher APM, but that would be the round. No T in sight when
You say that, and Promo's just like, I'm sorry, what? What were you saying?
Sorry, what'd you call me? Goes 3, it goes 5 BPS. Huh.
Promo burst is real. They go into LST. Potatoes trying to match that back-to-back with an LC of their own, but that J piece misdrop.
The
They
absolute
could have had well
perfection.
access and a way out, but
Perfection,
Promo
200 APM
overpowers.
and 333.33 versus APM. No down stack.
Oh my gosh. And Promo's
Okay,
going out
Promo
for
just
5 DPS.
yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh, that spike extension getting a 36. That almost matched Tato's 4 wide from earlier.
What?
That got 40.
Potatoes PC
Seeing
looping.
obvious from Tato's. Does Tato's
Had another all
Did I see
clear,
them
but a
opt
bit
for
of
pure?
garbage. We do love all clear isn't.
Into some neutral now. Oh, never mind. Promo's on their blitz cycle now.
Blitz means. Oh, but the
They do
the
end up
misplay.
misdropping though.
Uh,
Tato's gonna
that
have
might
a
have
lot
been
more breathing
misdrop.
room.
Potato's gonna abuse his advantage and begin building their back-to-back chain. Promo, also
Has
building
a
a back-to-back
lot
chain.
of clears to work with.
Potatoes breaks their back-to-back chain, but now they got all that clean
Situation
garbage.
reversal.
And back-to-back
Promo
chain
at
from
10
Promo.
back to back.
Yeah, takes the round.
169 APM, nice. This is true finals after all. Promo is very close to taking this tournament.
Very close to another cat lamp.
TKI PC, oh. Good cycle time. Potatoes is in a prime position to accept though, so Promo's gonna be forced to break.
Prophecy from Promo, and Tato's right there at the bottom. I don't think they have parity for PC though.
Yeah, you should have one line of garbage all the way down there. No PCs allowed.
Okay, Promo, neither player having a back-to-back chain, so Tato's is going to take his advantage and begin building their own. Promo doing a bit of macro to make sure that the garbage gets canceled and not passed through. And Tato's, the eyepiece was just one too late for Tato's.
Bag cycle sad.
Simply hack into the service, change your bag. Every piece is an eye.
It sounds like 3-4-1.
You'd be wondering if that's actually possible. Okay, no one actually tried that. I'm not advocating for that.
You can do it in the customs.
Yeah. Potatoes, though,
Solo.
will take their round. 3, 2. We take their first round in a couple games. Will we see them take 3 more?
We do see the 9-3 curse. Valo players are very familiar with this one. Promo in quite the spooky situation here. Does have some back-to-back though.
Oh no,
Potatoes
Tato's has to
find well
waste.
access. Oh no, they had to waste their eye.
Chose not to, and now Promo on the cusp of winning. Their second tournament in a row.
Tournament point. Oh my gosh, MKO from
4
Tatos.
wide.
4 wide from Promo.
Has the funnel.
You don't see any
But-
lockouts here.
But they can't get.
Ooh, they gotta rebuild it. Oh, never mind. I shouldn't have said anything. We see the OP's lockouts.
They didn't use their zone.
Promo
They
says
needed to use their
GG.
zone.
Yeah, no zones.
GG.
I mean, that was still talking about. There was no.
That would have
zone
been funny if it
there.
was just GG leaves the lobby, never returns. Oh no. Romo is kind of struggling with their 4 wide. Accidentally dead dropped 2 pieces when they thought a skim would happen. So potatoes. What's up? Potatoes at the bottom. Promo building their 9-0.
Oh my gosh, X rank 9, no real, no Kaidons. Just raw
Promo's got a
Tetris.
couple cheese lines. Potato's got a very clean
Ooh,
model.
7 combo quad from Tatos. Huge cancel multiplier.
Really good because that was
Almost
the only
back to
way
back
they
is
probably
going
could have lived
insane. They
there.
converted it to
Oh.
7-2.
They
Oh,
have a
optimal
survival. They have a
garbage.
survival. Okay, well, that wasn't the one I was going for. Promo
Promo's
just keeps the
like
pressure up.
channeling their inner connected verses at that freaking back to back all the way at Rose. It's just like
Yeah.
solid garbage beneath them. That's what they're imagining right now. Can't downstack that one. Don't need to. What's defense mode? And that's gonna give Promo Stratosphere 28. GG's well played to all. I don't know what a downstack is. I know what counter spike is. Downstacks, sounds pretty lame. I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the tournament. Mm-hmm. Oh, who knows? Pro might just not come back for next Stratosphere or something. I don't even understand that bit. Would you like to enlighten me on that one? Some free content? Uh, and then what happened? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? No, not the cliffhanger. Oh, this is so sad. Anyway, what do we do next? We raid, we promote Iris, what's going on? Alright, it's raiding time. Who's it finna be? Uh, ooh, is that Firestorm? Wombo streaming Among Us. Ah, yes. Noted. Well, he's playing in Fusion, Radiant, and Stratosphere. Wins all 3. Just rest in peace, sleep schedule. Are we already rating? Yep, we did just finish the tournament, unless we're doing the other thing, but I don't think we're doing that. No Iris promotion, just rating. We can start right if we pick someone. I saw Wumbo win Firestorm live. Unless somebody has anybody else in mind. It's Among Us or TEC. They don't know if you're talking. They can't hear you. I can't hear you either. Ooh, asking the chat for raid suggestions. Who's it gonna be? Wombo, Firestorm, and Azura. Those are your options. You should put a poll for 30 seconds. We have one for Firestorm. We have one for Azura. That's what I was saying. I can tell you right now, Firestorm stream is dead. Hmm. Alright, Azura it is. Alright. We have a raid target. Alright, what's our raid message gonna be? It's gotta be something funny for Azura. Alright, cat lamp. Just all lowercase cat lamp. Alright, so deserve some love. Thanks for watching Stratosphere. Yay. Bye. There's the raid. Zura's in on it too. Makes sense. It's crazy. Okay, so somebody came in my room offering me a water bottle, right? Just a regular water bottle. I think they forgot that I have a 4-liter water bottle next